Ahem.
Why, good evening, Q.
Right, now pay attention, 007. I want you to take great care of this James Bond tie-in game. There are one or two rather rubbish ones.
Q, have I ever let you down?
Frequently. Hello and welcome to the Bad Game Hall of Fame. Welcome to 007 Racing. This is the show in which we play 007 Racing. Initially released November 17th, 2000 in North America, December 15th, 2000 in Europe for the Sony PlayStation, exclusively for the Sony PlayStation. Developed by your friends and mine at Eutechnyx, who will go on in 13 years after this to develop a little game by the name of Ride to Hell Retribution. But before that, they were doing a whole lot of driving games, got the gig on this one, and this may well be one of the all-time worst. Published by Electronic Arts, who did publish quite a few bad Bond games. I think GoldenEye Rogue Agent, I think about it all the time. The nightmares, they don't go away over that one, played on the channel previously. They put out that truly heinous World Is Not Enough game on PS1 by way of Black Ops Entertainment. They have Fugitive Hunter War on Terror. And before that, they had put out the Tomorrow Never Dies game, also by Black Ops Entertainment. It's all is forgiven with that N64 World Is Not Enough. That does make up for a lot of bad games. That and Age Under Fire. They got better. They figured out what their lane was and stayed in it, but not before putting out 007 Racing, which drives off the road into a chasm, but it has a parachute, so I guess it lands okay. We're fans of James Bond here, I would say, you and I. Mm-hmm. Did you play this one back in the day?
No. There's a chance I might have had it on a demo disc, but I don't recall it, so either I did, and it didn't make much of an impression, or I just didn't.
Yeah, I dodged this one, even though I was buying up a whole bunch of Bond games at around this time.
Yeah.
I just didn't care about the driving sections in any of those James Bond games.
Yeah, well, also, this would have been post the PlayStation 2 launching as well.
Yes, slightly.
So that would have put off a lot of people. I mean, that's the thing. There hadn't really been, like, great car sections in Bond games, so yeah, it'd only really be retrospectively.
Yeah, I suppose that's true as well. I mean, James Bond 007, if you will, those movie films are about the Bond cars, as much as they are about Bond. I mean, those movies became, like, marketing vessels for car manufacturers past a certain point, just as iconic as, you know, his Walther PPK or any other aspect of Bond, as famous as his martinis, which I believe he has them stirred vigorously. That's the way that James Bond enjoys it. Like I said, true fans, true connoisseurs here.
Yeah, he uses Gordon's, which I'm told is, like, one of the worst. Like, it's not good vodka. It's rather cheap, apparently, actually.
Well, this is all to say that despite being, you know, a Bond fan, this is one that I skipped over because I wasn't interested in the genre necessarily. And now, 26 years later, I have a little bit more appreciation for the venerable driving game. Or at least, like, you know, I know what I like out of a driving game at this point. Let's see if 007 Racing fulfills that quota. Something tells me it will not. I know because we have played this on the show before. I think we did it in a chance time on the certainly on the James Bond special we did, the James Bond theme night.
Yeah.
So we know what we're getting into roughly. We're getting into roughly 2 hours of gameplay, give or take, assuming all goes according to plan and to schedule. And speaking of going to plan, going to schedule, let us cut now to that main stage, which obviously, as you can see here, I've done in the style of a 007 gun barrel, just so there's some art behind us. And oh, what's that? They're aiming at our trophy. They're aiming at our logo, at our branding. Well, I sure hope our trophy fires back. So, I don't have a full history section for this game. I do have a couple slides. And namely, what we have here for, like, you know, insights into the game's development comes courtesy of a GameSpot interview conducted by one Ben Stahl. This would have come out in or around July 2000. You wouldn't know what to look at the modern capture of the page, because when GameSpot like moved over all their legacy articles to their new website, that they broke all the dates and all their legacy articles, which is, deeply frustrating, deeply fucking annoying trying to get the right dates on these things. So ignore the May 17th, 2006 post date on the currently live GameSpot page. Because think to yourself for a second, why would they be interviewing about 007 Racing in 2006? I think they probably had all they needed to say 6 years prior. So we're going to read some snippets here, just a little bit of insights. Who is interviewed here is 007 Racing producer Tony Parks, who...
Just want to confirm, by the way, he is an Electronic Arts producer, not a Eutechnyx one.
And that does come into play, I believe. That definitely does factor into some of his ability to answer some of these questions. Who do you want to read for, Johnny? Do you want to be Ben Stahl or Tony Parks?
I'll be Tony Parks.
All right, very good. And so it goes. GameSpot, Ben Stahl asks, we've been told that 007 Racing will be using a modified version of the Need for Speed engine. What differences will there be between the final engine used in 007 Racing and the one used in the Need for Speed series?
The engine we use is a custom engine specifically designed for the Bond game, though a lot of the learning we've done through developing the Need for Speed series has directly benefited this game.
So this is a lie. This is just right out the gate. Literally the first question is just this guy lying. This is from a different article. This is from an article by way of whynowgaming.com entitled Shaken and Stirred, the ingredients of a great James Bond game. And it's just like a retrospective of 007 video games. But they do cover 007 Racing in part, and I'm going to read from this article here. Only 007 Racing, released for the PS1 in 2000, attempted the seemingly obvious idea of basing an entire game around Bond's iconic cars. Put together for EA by the small team at Eutechnyx, the game used the studio's own game engine, heavily modified from its previous outing, Le Mans 24 Hours. To quote lead programmer Peter Davies, given the huge differences in the game style, it was a massive overhaul, but some of the core components like the physics engine, renderer, and build tools were retained. It was, he remembers, an immense coup for Eutechnyx to be handling the license for EA, and a great excuse to rewatch all the films, although rather than simply providing separate levels based on individual cars and movies, 007 Racing opted to connect each sequence with an original story. Peter Davies goes on to say, my favorite level involved driving the Aston Martin DB5 around a warehouse by remote control through fixed security camera views. Davies recalls of Tomorrow Never Dies as similar BMW sequence. That was something I had never seen before in a driving game. We'll get to that level. Anyhow, so that's just to say that this guy for EA doesn't know what he's talking about. He's just pure marketing, doesn't have any actual insights into the development.
Yeah, I kind of get the impression, because it's kind of a non-answer. Because he doesn't say no, but his answer is essentially saying, no, it's a new engine. The line about, what we learned about developing Need for Speed games is probably correct from a producer's role. But you see what I mean? Like, it's a non-answer because it's like, yeah, you're saying stuff, but you're not really addressing the question you were asked. Presumably because I guess you didn't want to give a definitive answer about the engine and stuff. It is a weird response, though, for sure.
It is. What I think it speaks to is them sort of burying the fact that Eutechnyx were the ones developing for them.
Yeah.
I think, they're just getting asked about Need for Speed because that's the series that they published, that they were synonymous with at this point in time, which was still early in its infancy, not the Need for Speed that people know today. This is more like the 3DO Need for Speed. It's a little closer in spirit to that still at this point. But, I think that's just them not having the insights into that process, being uninvolved with that level of production in the game. We'll read, I guess, a couple more lines from this. Just some general Bond, for the Bond fans out there. How many cars will be in the game, and what influenced your decision to include those cars? Did you pick cars directly from Bond movies, or did you design your own cars?
The final number isn't set yet, but we are definitely featuring vehicles from the existing Bond universe. That said, the key to gameplay isn't the quantity of vehicles, but more so the special modifications to the cars. On that end, what's fantastic is we've been given complete creative flexibility to outfit them with gadgets as they are needed to make it through different missions.
Are the missions in the game completely original, or are they based on actual car sequences found in the various Bond movies?
The overarching story, original story, has been developed in conjunction with MGM to keep the action on the road, as well as to allow us to create something that would work in gameplay's favor. That said, everything in the game has been inspired from the Bond world. For gamers to know the 007 movies, there will be a sense of familiarity within the game and some of the objectives specifically.
How is 007 Racing going to differentiate itself from other car combat games like Twisted Metal or Vigilante 8s? Just for an example of where car combat games were at the time,
Yeah.
by the way.
007 Racing brings the player into the fiction of the Bond universe as well as the story behind this new mission. I'm going to just interject in there. That is a dumb question, because the answer is just, well, ours is in James Bond. That's
It has gadgets,
what else do you want?
dumbass. Yeah.
Yeah. The key is there's a wide variety of submissions that are just beyond chasing down the bad guys and blowing them up. In addition, there are key components that require gamers to use their wits, like the strategic use of the Q branch supply gadgets and surveillance-based missions. Ooh.
What are some of the challenges in bringing action-based gameplay to a driving environment?
Keeping the action well-paced is one of the challenges we initially had with the game. With such a vast number of movies to be inspired from, we were never short of reference for the action, but we needed to work on keeping the action flowing into the next objective to keep it interesting for the player.
We're going to skip ahead here. There's a bit where they explain the multiplayer modes, and Tony Parks goes on to compare the game to EA's Beetle Adventure Racing on the N64.
Hell yeah.
Obviously a well-known game that everyone's going to have a point of reference for in reading this interview snippet here. But we'll skip ahead to the part where GameSpot asks, what has been the biggest hurdle in the development process?
The biggest hurdle is the balance of gameplay while making this truly fit within the Bond universe. Our key objective from the beginning was to make sure this didn't feel like just another car combat game. I really think we've succeeded, as the objective-based missions will make gamers feel like they are pulling the story along. It's also not just about all-out firepower. The game forces you to use your wits, as 007 would. I feel like he said that earlier.
Yeah, it's a lot of non-answers. It's a lot of repeating himself. It's not a particularly good interview. Most interviews at this time were not good. Yeah. The questions weren't particularly pressing. The answers weren't particularly insightful. That's just how it was for a while. But, it at least gets the point across that, hey, we're going to have a whole bunch of James Bond stuff in it. You're definitely going to get your James Bond gadgets and cars and everything you expect out of a James Bond game from us at this point. And mention that the missions are going to be sort of mission-based rather than just racing, rather than just driving along a track. It does give this game a sort of edge. It also means that it's not a racing game. Just straight up.
Yeah,
the thing about this game...
It is a car combat game, despite the name.
I also want to point out... Johnny. Okay, so I was going through slides in the background just to change up the visual stimuli in the background, and I realized that this is like a render. I think one of the previous ones I showed was just like a prototype screenshot. You can see the different heads-up display here. It is what it is. But what's wrong with this picture? With this promotional art?
Well, racing is spelt wrong. I see that.
Yeah, it sure is!
Yeah.
Ay vey. Well,
Whoops.
That rules. That's sick. How much does a vanity plate like that fucking run you? Boy, howdy. We should just mention, before we get into the game, that it didn't review super great. There were a few outlets that did score it in the higher 80s. I have a quote from a GameZone.com review here, which opens with, "The mission is simple. Pick up a woman. For James Bond, that should be a piece of cake. Unless, of course, the woman is being held in a compound guarded by gun-toting thugs. Then you are talking not only about a high-speed racing excitement, but strafing, blasting, and disposing of the enemy any way you can. And don't forget the Stinger missile. You'll need to destroy the helicopter that will dog you as you try to make your getaway." They go on to give this game an 80%. They mention that console racing fans may find this a little lacking, but for those who enjoy doing more than just circling a track, this has just the right flavor. 80% is a bit of an anomaly. That is certainly the highest scoring review I could find from a reputable source. Most was in the 40s, a lot in the 50s and 60s, but I have to shout out here because we so rarely get chances to mention it. Fucking, I have a Digitizer 2000. We got Mr. Biffo on the fucking horn reviewing 007 Racing, giving it a 1 out of 5. And this is from, I'll even put up a screenshot of what the old Digitizer site used to look like for the benefit of all you Teletext sickos out there. Hold on just 1 second. This used to be a way you can get your game reviews delivered straight to your computer. Oop. Oh, yeah. That's so sick. I'm just going to read this whole fucking review, as a matter of fact, because it's pretty short. Mr. Biffo was short and sweet with his reviews for most of the time. Let's face it, most men would like to drive flash-fast cars, kill people, and kiss beautiful women, but for most of us, it will just never happen. This is why James Bond is so hugely popular. This fictional spy lives out our fantasies for us, with the possible exception of Roger Moore's wooden incarnation. He's a man we'd all like to be. This is also probably why James Bond games are guaranteed top sellers, despite many of them being rubbish, such as 007 Racing, for example. On paper, 007 Racing is a good idea. Get together all the customized cars James Bond has ever driven and give the player the chance to do the same. However, putting the letter T after the word rabbi may also make it seem like a good idea on paper, but doesn't automatically make him a rabbit.
That's, it's true.
We digress. Here you get to drive about in that Aston Martin, and that Lotus, with all the oil slicks and rockets it entails, and you get to do it while fighting helicopters and guys with bazookas. Guys with bazookas? Oh, man. So anyway, the fact that it's irrelevant... the fact is that it's irrelevant what 007 Racing is about because it's just awful. The handling of the cars is sloppy, and though commendably fast, the graphics are so indistinct and grubby, you're often left bewildered, unsure where to drive next. Admittedly, it's fairly faithful on the Sonic side of things, and incumbent Q, John Cleese, lends his voice to proceedings. But then, if you want to listen to John Cleese, you can just buy a Faulty Towers audio tape. Before giving it the 1 out of 5. In the summary line, a great idea for a game cussed up by the appalling cash-in execution. Then goes on to recommend as an alternative, Vigilante 8. Yeah, I love Mr. Biffo. Any excuse to bring up Digitizer, I'm going to bring it up on the show. Mr. Biffo and Digitizer are responsible for, of course, only the greatest piece of games journalism ever recorded and posted about the life and times of the Atari Jaguar, the death of Atari, and specifically relating the story of Club Drive in its disastrous debut, which I know we reference all the time, but we promise we're doing something with the Atari Jaguar soon. We'll do Club Drive in some capacity soon on the show, just as an excuse to bring up that quote again. But we have another driving game on hand for right now. We have other business to attend to here. I will get the game up and running with the warning up front that this game has dog shit audio mixing, that the levels on this, the audio levels, are heinous to an extent that we rarely see on the show. The last time we had audio this bad was like Afro Samurai 2 Revenge of Kuma, in which it is literally broken.
Yeah.
This is comparable to that. So we will get into the game and try to adjust the volume levels. I'm not going to let it play at default because there is a way to dial it in where it sounds almost acceptable. So we will do our best. But I can't promise that the opening FMV isn't going to sound blown out as all hell. So steel yourselves for that. And I know we're going to get copyright dinged for the intro. I just know it. Because it's just clips from Bond movies. There's like 2 FMV cutscenes in the game that were animated for the game. And those will be fine, but it's just this intro movie we have to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
Now pay attention, 007. I want you to take great care of this equipment.
There it is. Oh! They stole our quote.
Bond.
Oh no.
James
They
Bond.
swapped it up.
Perfect redeem, by the way. I'm still getting a lot of mileage out of that tonight. Good God, this sucks. This remix of the Bond theme sucks.
Yeah. Oh, Bond music around the year 2000. It was rough a couple of years there.
What was that? The Propeller Heads? Forever ruining the Bond theme.
Yes.
I will say, Bond movies have some pretty cool car sequences.
Yeah.
I will definitely say that my favorite car sequence in a movie film is still the chase through French traffic in Ronin. Go watch Ronin. It's one of the greatest movies of all time.
This is a present from me to you.
Stuart Ashen resubscribes, and says, shaky, not steered.
Oh, premonition of things to come.
All right, let's keep the British end up.
Yeah.
I'm going to get into the menu straight away. So I can go to these audio levels, which default to this. Is it going to play any audio? Is it going to...
It might be when you change the setting. Yeah.
Okay, so what's really bad is that this screen and the volume that it plays things at is not indicative of the volume balancing in-game at all. It's completely irrelevant how you're hearing it on this preview screen. We want to drop music around here, otherwise they started off being doubly as loud as the sound effects, according to, the meter here. But I can tell you that you can't hear the sound effects in the game unless the music is lower than the sound effects. And there's also an awesome thing with the speech volume here, right? So there's there's CD audio in this game used not just for the music, but for the voiceover. So there's going to be an awesome thing that happens where every time someone talks in the game, it stops the music. It pushes pause on it so that dialogue can get delivered. And with the amount and frequency of dialogue, this gets to be very annoying very quickly. The speech volume also means that it has to load the speech, the voiceover lines into memory. If you turn it all the way down, it doesn't in the game load smoother and quicker and faster. Just straight up.
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever seen that in another game.
I mean, they were certainly thinking. Okay, so here's our controls. Classic PlayStation controls here. Which is to say I get to use the D-pad. I don't like using the analog stick. I'm sicko like that. All right, so changing weapons, firing weapons. You can see that weapons are a big factor in this. Got our change view, handbrake, accelerate, brake, reverse. And this does feel a lot like... I did play a little bit of that Le Mans 24 game. Did not seem good. It seemed like a rotten foundation for any sort of driving game. Johnny, I'm gonna need you to do me a favor. Let's make sure that, because it recognizes the second controller, and so it's saying you're gonna fucking confirm this or.
Yeah. I've got my. Yep, that's me doing that.
Very good. So press cross. There we go.
There we go.
What if I want to adjust the picture?
Hell yeah.
Ooh. Let me
you're actually controlling it here.
Yep, up and down, the two buttons. I just want to make sure I don't accidentally...
See, I thought that was... Yeah, I thought it was just like a test pattern. That's decent, at least. Even most PS2 games didn't let you do that.
Got the title video, we got missions intro, missions finale, the world is not enough game trailer, oh, do I dare. This is the way worse Bond game. I don't care how bad this 007 Racing is, how bad you tell me it is, how bad we say it is at the end. The World Is Not Enough on PS1 is one of the shittiest first-person shooters ever made. And the only reason we aren't playing that or Tomorrow Never Dies, also by Black Ops, is because I didn't feel like writing the Black Ops history section yet. Yeah, oh, we should mention that this is, we're doing this because 007 Last Light is out today. That's why we're doing this Bond game. First Light. Well, yeah. I was thinking Metro Last Light. I was confusing two different video games there. But, yeah, we're not starting from the bottom here, necessarily, but pretty close to it. And we will do the two-player as well a little bit later. I think I'm going to drag you into some of that. I will start a new game. Oh, they're not going to let me select 00. Yep.
Someone's drilling outside your house.
Mr. Taco asks, is Tomorrow Never Dies the Fox News one? Yes, it is also maybe my favorite Bond movie. And I'm not just saying that because...
It is the news one. It's a bit different from, like, Fox
it's
News.
It's got Michelle Yeoh in it. That's the important thing, is that she just kicks a lot of ass in that movie. So here we are. We have our bespoke missions. I believe there are 12 of them. We get a brief here on where the mission takes place, a title, a little byron at the bottom telling us what our basic objective is. You'll see that these missions are all objective-based, a checklist of things to do as you get into the level. You get a little bit of flavor on this screen here. You got a Dame Duty Jensen you?
No.
007, your entry into Eastern Europe must be kept a secret so we can orchestrate the extraction of Cherise Little, the daughter of a European Union trade minister and diplomat, Dr. Hammond Litt. Though an actual kidnapping has not been reported, Dr. Little is adamant that his daughter is being held against her will, and her strong ties with UN policymakers has brought the situation to our attention. You are to escort Miss Litt across the border to safety. Time will be of the essence, 007. Zara Boog says that accent is terrible. Edward says, yeah, the country of Eastern Europe. Look, I'm doing what I can here, okay? Ashens, tell me, with how accurate was that?
It's, Judy is a bit more, misogynistic dinosaur. Just a bit of fry to her voice.
Yeah, I don't got that fry in me.
Yeah. Also, Z Reserve in chat asks if there was a 007 movie called Die Another Day. Yeah, there was. You should watch it. Not gonna say anything else. No spoilers.
Ashton says that they thought Judi Dench was in the room with them. So
there you go.
Reconnaissance shows the fortress to be patrolled by armed guards. You are to get in, retrieve Ms. Light, collect the Stinger missile, and get out quickly. If you must, engage any forces that attempt to intercept. Once clear, head for the border. Good luck, 007.
There we go. Okay, yeah. I dialed it in a little bit. That's my better attempt at a Judi Dench. How was that?
Yeah.
Not actually Judi Dench providing the voice in this. I don't remember the name of the actress. And also Pierce Brosnan's physical likeness, but not voice likeness.
Yeah. No, it's only one game got his voice. He was not down for it. I find it funny, by the way, they got John Cleese, because I found out within the last few years that
Use your rockets.
There he is.
Aim carefully and fire to clear your path.
There we go. That the Discworld Adventure Games wanted to get him originally to play Rincewind. Oh.
The mission has been compromised. We are sending in...
What'd you do wrong?
So, I was doing a little bit of spraying and praying with the machine guns on my car. And I forgot that there was someone we needed to rescue there. So...
Yeah. Right. But yeah. John Cleese was originally who they wanted to play Rincewind in the Discworld games. But apparently John Cleese said, no, I don't voice video games. Changed his mind real fucking quick on that.
Yeah, Paycheck changed his fucking mind.
Yeah, so they got Eric Idle instead. Who I think is the better choice anyway, so...
Hurry, Mr. Bond.
Don't gotta tell me twice.
Watch out!
Because we brought up the music kind of now, the voices. Yeah, on the PlayStation 1, you definitely would not have been able to load CD audio in like multiple tracks like that. It's why games like Metal Gear Solid used like PlayStation MIDIs for the soundtrack.
Yeah, Red Book Audio.
Yeah. Like, even on PlayStation 2, some games had trouble with it, because that system didn't have much more RAM than the PS1.
Alright, we gotta destroy the helicopter here.
Yeah. Like the picture-in-picture we got going on here. Oh, right, yeah, this game has this sound effect that I've heard in, like, a bunch of PS1 games.
So, immediate problems. One, the driving model is very heavy. Very, very, very heavy in a way that is not complimentary. Secondly, these weapons all suck. I wasted the Stinger missile. Even though the crosshair was on top of the thing, I need to wait for it to flash green.
You're going to need the Stinger missile to complete your objective.
Yeah, I remember they're not very generous with the weapons.
No.
There's some cases where you get one, and if you fuck up, that's kind of it.
Now, I happen to know there is a backup Stinger missile back here.
Ah.
You'll note, 007, that the Stinger missile is the only way to neutralize airborne attacks.
Yeah, I heard you the first time. Alright, so Great. Who just leaves their
box had
nuclear waste
radiation
lying
in it.
around? Yeah.
And
Okay.
a wooden box as well.
So obviously we need to be underneath the car. So what they're doing here is they're putting the crosshair is sort of like a radar to show you which direction the chopper is bearing, so you can sort of try to line yourself up under it. The problem here should be obvious, is that, you know, the camera here isn't like pointed up. They're trying to solve it with a little thing in the bottom right, the picture-in-picture. Oh, did I get it?
Hey!
So worth it.
Not bad, Brosnan. Definitely,
Shot, Mr. Bond.
there were worse Brosnan impressions from this era. I particularly remember the World Is Not Enough one being really bad in the PS1 game.
God, that oversteer is brutal. That's just taking a
Yeah.
turn too hard, and the recovery is like non-existent here.
Yeah, I'll say I have played. Oh, mind the gap.
Got company.
I have played a version of Eutechnyx Le Mans game, but it's the PS2 one, so I don't know how different it is. But yeah, hearing a game based
Hurry,
on
Mr. Bond.
Le Mans and trying to turn that engine into a car combat game, probably not great. That was probably a struggle, and probably why the handling does not feel great in this.
What I want to be able to do, what would be sick, and we had this in a game we just finished playing, Vin Diesel's Wheelman. Wait. Did I die? That looked like I just blew up. That looks like I...
Yeah,
Ah, they're okay.
somehow, yeah.
Well, it seems we've cleared customs, Cherise.
Thank you, Mr. Bond.
Call me James. I had a few optional extras installed.
Wow, she's beautiful.
Oh, some people in chat appreciating the Aston Martin here.
I mean, if someone said, here's an Aston Martin, here's the James Bond car, it's yours for free,
That's the slip.
I'd take it.
Hold on.
I was gonna say that Wheelman had the ability to turn around 180 degrees and fire behind you. This game does not.
Oh yeah.
And with no, like, the only rear weapons you got are the smoke screen and the oil slick,
In the country, don't you?
Yeah.
which are
I'd say
effectively
that's
useless
more-
in this game.
Yeah. That is more in line with Bond, though. He's not really a shoot from the car kind of guy.
Have a seat, 007. Good work on the light operation.
Thank you, ma'am.
007, upon your
Happy to be here, folks.
has arisen, we are facing a major threat to global stability. In the last decade, NATO, particularly Great Britain and the United States, have been attempting to level the playing field for member nations by forming a limited technology pool. This shared resource would improve the defensive capabilities of these countries and perhaps demonstrate to certain rogue factions the levels of technical innovation we possess.
You ever pay attention to the plot in a Bond movie?
2 days ago,
It depends on the movie.
overtly banned Canada was intercepted.
I try to engage with them as like spy fiction, as espionage media, and oftentimes they do not pass the sniff test
Yeah.
in terms of their understanding of global politics.
on the vessel.
Yeah.
It's
mileage
almost like it's
varies.
just lazy set dressing for like really cool action scenes and car porn and gun porn and lady porn. That's
Long-range missile shield specifications and blueprints, next-generation GPS tracking, and triangulation technology. Combined, these items could give the smallest rogue faction the framework for an intercontinental ballistic missile program.
But the raid on the ship would imply the involvement of something more than a rogue faction. And if it was the work of an established power, these technologies would already be within their grasp. Was anything else taken?
Yes.
Pierce Brosnan's Irish accent coming through there for a second in this guy who's doing an imitation of Pierce Brosnan.
Guidance
Yeah.
systems, autopilot programs,
That's a good. That's how you know it's a good impression.
signature masking systems for heat and carbon exhaust. Why do you ask?
I was gonna say it's a bit weird. He pronounced it grasp,
Everything
and not
else on board.
grasp.
Grasp.
Just a hunch, but
supposed to be British.
Your hunches are cause for sleepless
They'll put
nights.
R's in everything.
But for now, I need you to rendezvous with your old friend from the sea.
This is like a really inefficient screen setup. I mean, all the screens are showing the same thing. Why does it need to rotate into place? Also,
Hell yeah.
Jack Wade, what'd they do to you, Joe Don Baker? Poor
Yeah.
buddy. Ay, ay, ay. I'm sorry to pause this cutscene, but
He got punched square in the face and his skull caved in.
he just ate the world's most sour lemon.
Yeah.
Years.
You will meet with Mr. Wade and investigate a possible...
Skellingtor97 says, Jodan baked.
for your immediate departure. The balance of...
Oh, I like Fresh Tendrils Dojon Butthead.
Oh, gotta enter my name. Something I like about this game, I will give it this small credit. On any screen, you can hold the circle button, and it'll tell you what each button on the controller does on that screen.
Yeah, look at that. That's cool.
You would think this is like, most of the stuff comes pretty intuitively to people, but, like if you're someone who switches between a lot of games,
Okay.
like we do.
Oh, well, here's
Yeah.
a hypothetical question, though. How many of these do you think they could have just had the buttons on the screen the whole time anyway?
That's a really good point, actually.
Yeah.
I think it is
there might
cleaner.
be some-
This is cleaner to have it like this and just have a menu that you bring up.
I do like it from the present, if you know the buttons and it's a cleaner looking screen. I wonder if there's going to be any really busy screen where it's like, okay, we had to do it because we would have had.
And then we have to
10 buttons on
retroactively
screen.
make it consistent across all the other previous. Yeah, is what I would think.
Yeah.
That's a solution born from one screen being a little too cluttered,
Yeah.
and then having to retroactively go back and be like, well, now we've done one, we got to do the rest. Here's the developer sneaking their names into the credits. Yes, I did have a hand in this game as Cassidy. You'll notice the percentage on the right-hand side. Is that like the maximum score you can achieve? 60% is a measure of your efficiency. There are two scoring metrics. There is the score, the numerical score, and then there is a metric for mission completion, where you need to have at least 50% mission completion to successfully pass a mission. And so if you finish a level, but that threshold and the things it measures against are below 50%, they just make you do the second mission again. Give me a break.
All right, now we're going to New York City.
The Big Apple. Collect all the transmitters, jettison car in Hudson River. I could do that. After touching down in New York, you are met by a rental car agent outside the terminal at JFK International Airport who shows you to your vehicle. You head into the city to meet up with your old friend and CIA agent Jack Wade, when suddenly the car's cell phone rings. One paragraph horror story. Hemingway could never. I remember something about the skybox in this one. I remember two things about it.
Yeah. I remember 4 things about it, personally.
Explosive manner. Do not think of stopping to disable the bomb, as slowing your car will result in its detonation. And your life does not include Manhattan residents. But don't fret, Mr. Bond. I'm sparing you the significantly more grisly fate that awaits the rest of the world.
You ever seen Speed?
Yeah. Oh, Speed's fucking awesome.
All right, so look at this car that we're about to jettison into the river. Enjoy it while it lasts, I guess.
007. Our satellite reconnaissance has established a location where it is safe to jettison your vehicle and the bomb. Jack Wade and the CIA have marked a route to your destination and have placed frequency distortion transmitters at specific intervals, each of which will confuse the bomb's detonation device for a brief period.
Well, that's stupid logic. I think if a bomb would have its timer disrupted, it would just detonate. Usually you want it earlier, not later.
Jimmy, looks like you're in a bit of a pickle. Get the car to Hudson Bay Harbor and jettison it in the river before she blows.
It's New York. It's fine. There's already enough cars in there.
Driving here is not like England. People aren't so polite.
You don't drive on the left-hand side of the road either, but...
Oh, we could listen to some jams there.
Goodbye, Mr. Bond.
That's where the laugh
sinister.
comes from. That's where the laugh on the volume screen comes from. So I thought that maybe picking up enough speed, driving in reverse would save me. but not quite. It has to be accelerating, otherwise the timer is ticking down. So
Yeah.
now I know.
I'm Headful asks if this is based on an actual Bond car. The problem is, there's a lot of movies,
007. Our satellite
even in the year 2000s, so
it is safe to jettison.
it could be.
Jack Wade and the CIA have marked a route to the West.
At very different times, they had different car companies be like the main sponsor to get their brands in.
Detonation device for a brief period. Gaining
So
Okay, so the car lover, appropriate, says this is supposed to be a late 90s Mustang. All right.
Hey, Jimmy. Looks like you're
God, the
Hey,
interruptions are so
Yeah.
brutal.
Hudson Bay Harbor, jettisoned into the river.
You can see why someone might turn the speech off completely and just let the
Yeah.
music cook.
Driving here is not like England.
Yeah, I got it. Anyway, in case people didn't notice, the thing we were joking about earlier is that there's a skybox here that shows the Twin Towers. And then also, if I can pull a Yui without wasting too much time, another Twin Towers at both ends of New York. That's bad. You should probably think about your skyboxes before you put some of the most like iconic, like recognizable imagery in the world on
I'm not
them.
sure if it's actually free of them. I feel like there's free in the skybox, honestly.
Jodariel says, a second pair in case, you know. If only we had thought of that. If only. It's like losing your hand
like
and saying,
that.
I still got one whole other hand.
I like you, like you can see some detail.
Remind you the clock is ticking, 007.
The idea of Q being like, I have to you know, James, if you die, oh, you
That'd
idiot.
be
I'll be so
such
annoyed.
an inconvenience, yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna fuck up my whole plan.
It's inevitable, Mr. Bond.
So, this is an impressive enough little cityscape. I mean, it's using a lot of, like, very basic tricks. You know, everything's a rectangle, all 90-degree angles, etc., which, I mean, you know, like New York City is not all 90 degrees, right? It is a grid, but it is a grid system. But that doesn't necessarily mean that, you know...
But, you know, it's a good reason to put video games here in this era.
Digging your grave.
You know, it's at least, like, you know, it's populated. You can't run over anyone.
Car off the jetty.
Yeah.
Or do much in the way of crashes, but...
Nope, here we go.
It's a good thing I asked for the one.
Was there a fire hydrant on that wooden pier?
You know what? You piqued my curiosity.
I think that's what that red fin is.
It's a good thing I asked for the
Yep.
water damage waiver.
I don't know if that makes any sense.
Hey, Bond, jump out of the car. Oh, okay.
Splashing success?
See him bobbing up and down the water.
Yeah, I guess he just
personally,
wanted-
I'd have rolled
wanted
out of
to
the
go in
car
a bit.
before it went over the ramp.
Yeah.
Very clever, Mr. Bond. I shall not underestimate your game.
So you're seeing how this is not a racing game at this point.
Yeah.
You may perhaps have flagged that the racing in 007 Racing is a bit of a misnomer. This is how most of these missions are going to play out, which is, you know, fine. I like a variety driving game. Not every driving game needs to be about racing.
Yeah. I did see Magic Mouse earlier point out it's just you're trying to have a spiffy name and saying like 007 car combat or driving might have been a bit more clunky. Hey,
Take
look
that,
at number
Tony, you
one.
fucking loser. I like Tank Girl. I wonder who Tank Girl corresponds to on staff. More New York City.
I'm sure someone, if they thought about it, could have come up with a better title. Okay, I think I know which mission this is. Yeah, here we go.
So it begins. The point I was going to make is that, you know, like with these limited objectives, with, you know, very basic, like, premises, like, maybe you're doing, like, two things in the course of the level. You're getting from point A to point B, and you're, like, either shooting enemies along the way, in the case of the first mission, or collecting pickups. That's fine. You can do... That's a fine number of things to do in the context of a driving game. What are our objectives in this mission? Disable all vehicles in ambush. Disable forklifts. Gain access to distribution center. Collect EMP gadget. Destroy all 10 computers with EMP. That sounds like a lot of stuff. That sounds like a lot of things to do. Upon surfacing from the water, you spot a black sedan, the driver of which you recognize as the rental agent who delivered you the car. Before he speeds away, you launch a tracking beacon that attaches itself to the sedan. Once on land, you are met by Jack Wade. Can't picture any of this on screen. We can't animate any of this, God forbid. After briefing Wade, he notes a shipment from Q Branch has just arrived at CIA headquarters. It's the Aston Martin DB5, modified and ready for service. Using the DB5's onboard tracking system, you locate and trail the sedan through the city, but upon entering an alleyway, you find yourself in an ambush. How's Bond gonna get out of this one?
I'll say something. They referenced a tailing mission, but we didn't have to actually do it.
Not yet, anyway, right?
Oh, yeah.
Now pay attention, 007. We've equipped the DB5 for standard pursuit maneuvers. Left
interesting.
front machine
So we have a
guns
fake...
and side-mounted rockets for offensive measures.
Is it Desmond
Llewellyn?
Orilla?
Are
Yeah.
applied to
We have a
defense.
fake version of him.
Rear deployed smoke screen.
But the real John Cleese.
System. And
Yeah.
a bulletproof screen that will assist you if things heat
Yeah,
up
you gotta,
high.
know where to spend your budget.
For naught without a tracking system.
And spending it on resurrecting Desmond Llewellyn from the dead just wasn't cost-effective at this
Yeah.
point in time.
Simply follow the blip on the onboard display. Need I remind you, 007, that I expect the car returned in pristine order for once?
We're fighting people with guns, Q. Give us some... cut us some fucking slack.
Oh, yeah, that's his whole gimmick, though. Like, yeah, Bond treats it...
Using the car as a battering ram, 007. Pick up some ammunition, for heaven's sake.
Alright.
This is where the car combat really starts to come into play, and boy howdy did I wish it
Yeah.
didn't.
For the sake of the car, 007, return fire.
Like, your Hellfire missiles are your bread and butter in this game. They are the most effective thing you have as far as an attack is concerned. You have the machine gun, that's mostly for taking out, like, guys on foot rather than
Yeah.
folk in cars.
Yeah, but the big issue with this, because I know this because this is as far as we've got, is there is massive area of effect on the missiles that do damage to yourself when you use them like that. So we're at 50% health, and it's not your fault, it's... Like, yeah, so you're still doing damage to yourself there, even.
Yes. It is
But the game
brutal.
doesn't... Yeah, it doesn't give you the room to go ranged with these things.
And health does not recover that much goddamn health. Also, it does not auto level to meet the cars where they're parked from a distance, which is troubling.
Careful,
So
007, you're not invulnerable, and neither is that vehicle.
Well.
So...
That's years' worth of patient research wasted. Terribly disappointing, 007.
I wonder if the audio stuff you changed doesn't apply to
Now pay
those, like,
attention, 007.
screens.
We've equipped...
No, it does. It could be so much worse. I assure you.
Oh, okay. Hey, they let you change it here, though. It's just the fact that the audio is so much more blown out whenever it's doing the mission briefing or the, like, mission end dialogue is weird.
Don't even think about using the car as a battering ram, 007. Pick up some...
That or just they did an actual decent job recording John Cleese compared to everyone else.
He's the only one who had any fucking professional standards. He's like, you're hanging the microphone up all wrong. For God's sakes, I worked on Monty Python. Now I'm reduced to this.
For the sake of the car,
Oh!
007, return.
Auto weapon switch when you pick anything up. So instead of the missiles I thought I had queued up, I just
Oh,
deployed an
okay.
oil slick whilst
Weird.
fucking standing still. Tell me that killed both. Nope. And I'm out of missiles now. So let's see how long the machine gun takes. This one doesn't do damage to us at the very least. The bullets aren't flying back and hitting us. Unfortunately, I don't think these are even remotely effective.
Yeah. That's my memory of this mission. when we first looked at this.
And so we have the Hellfire missiles, which again, no matter how far away we are, do damage to us.
If you don't have your health, 007, you don't have anything.
So it's either do no damage or do, like, you know, okay damage, but also at the cost of your own health. In every combat encounter.
Yeah.
In this car combat game.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm not that knowledgeable of car combat games, but I feel like they tend to not have very realistic driving models, and they don't have
the splash
weapons that
damage
can
hurt
yourself.
you.
Splash damage stuff, yeah. Like, sure, if you were dropping mines and you drove over them.
Don't even think about using the car as a map.
I did see Joe Redeemer say something nice.
For heaven's sake.
I will say the reviews saying the graphics were bad. I don't think they're that bad. This game
They
looks
are
fine.
particularly swimmy as far as the affine texture warping is concerned, but
Yeah, but the idea of like not being able to see what the environment is, like I didn't. Maybe later levels that'll be a problem, but so far,
God, none of those missiles hit. None of those missiles hit.
I say it's like maybe the one thing this game does completely. It's like, okay, no, I don't have trouble discerning what things are that you can see. When it's stuff you can't see, that's a whole different thing.
Those are our two cameras. I was kind of hoping for a more zoomed out camera.
You don't have your health.
I didn't realize it. This stream, listening to it, I realized that pickup sound. That's supposed to be Yeah, but it's in the wrong key. And the third note is so quiet that you don't hear it. You just hear da-da.
Okay, so their machine guns hurt us, but our machine guns don't hurt the cars. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, no, the difficulty spike of this mission is absurd.
The game just isn't built for this type of combat. Which is unfortunate, because it's most of the fucking game.
Yeah.
So, Alright, I got really lucky there.
Yeah.
Like, those are the dream angles that you can hit. It happens very rarely, but when it does, it almost feels like the game working.
And
a
also,
little bit
the
of splash
camera,
on that.
the way the camera reacts when you get close to a wall behind you, that's bad. You need to see in front of you. Swapping to like a overhead view is a terrible idea. Yeah, the only thing I can think of, they are giving you the oil slick. That's why I think that can is there. The only thing I can think of is, in theory, if they drive over oil slick, it like stops them from driving for a certain amount of time.
Well, we hit that box, so that's gonna fuck us up. And I accidentally slicked myself. Oh, great, it dried up.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't stick around for very long. Wait, what? Objective obtained? That's not what we did. We didn't obtain it.
Yeah, we completed it.
Yeah.
They started the fight, we finished it. The game's trying to clue us into something, but I'm not sure what.
You can't afford another scratch, 007. You need to boost your health.
Nah,
what the
just
fuck
fucking
is even going wrong here?
I was using the missiles because that's what you use to blow open a wooden fence.
Oh, sure.
But no.
But they look like they were
this is
not even
specifically
hitting the fence.
They specifically want me to use the Stinger missile here, the most rare weapon in the game, on this wooden fence, because they're using the Stinger missile like a key for a door in Doom, right? They're like, this is the Stinger missile you use to pass by. So if you fuck up the Stinger missile, you fucked up the level completely. You can make it past that ridiculous section, and then...
Titanium laced with carbon credit. You should be safe for the moment.
It's just, when you were shooting the missiles there... Oh, right, yeah, they'll just replace your car even though you have health.
Be careful, 007.
This game does not let you drive off any surface for even like a second without flipping your car over completely. This this is obscene, and this becomes a huge issue later on as well.
Yeah.
That good enough? Is that good enough for these assholes?
Yeah, learning that this was a heavily modified on their Le Mans engine explains a lot.
I think
that
at
really
the,
surfaces.
At the
some
very
of the issues.
least, a James Bond car combat game should have, like, you know, a gadget that flips you back over. I think Q-Branch can, like, figure out, like, even if you use the ejector seat when you're, like, on your hood and that pushes you, propels you up somehow, that'd be something. Instead, the game chose to do nothing.
Yeah, then, you know, they said they were doing fancy stuff with some of the gadget. They getting the Create Freedom to do it, so they could have. No, that wasn't the health cast.
No, yeah, I missed.
I'm only surprised this part has been going relatively painless. Because if I remember right, these forklifts, you can only hit them from the back.
Yep,
like
the red
tanks.
flashing lights.
Yeah.
That's why I unloaded all of my missiles into the back of it to minimum avail.
You also see the guards here are just...
Worth of patient research wasted.
Really?
007.
I do feel like it's important to not excessively rewind this mission. At least not yet. To not be doing the rewind excessively, because I do want folk to see the expectations they have of players and how little space you have to, like, figure things out, to explore, to trial and error, because health is such a precious resource, one that is lowered every time you fire a fucking missile. Like, that right there should have, like, spelled, like, doom for this whole project. It's just they couldn't figure out how to make, like, fun splash damage, how to balance, like, you know, when your only effective weapon is a missile, how to make it so the missile, like, it doesn't feel completely counterintuitive using it because of the amount of damage it does to you.
For the sake of the car, 007, return fire!
Ugh.
Is your car doing okay?
Like I said, no recovery whatsoever until you come to a complete fucking stop. Fuck! Yeah, so I'm just like, if they started me with a couple missiles,
Years worth.
so I could just, like, come out the gate firing, but because everything has to be a pickup, because the only way that Bond gets his missiles, he only sources them from fucking dirty alleyways.
Think about using the car
It means I have to drive into the field, start the aggro on me.
for heaven's sake.
Cool perspective correction there.
Careful, 007, that paint is incredibly hard to find.
I see Trashiest Possum Flint in chat ask if there are any James Bond games on this level bad, because even the other not great ones, all I hear is just mediocre. Yeah, if you missed it at the start, we briefly touched on that. Yeah, the Black Ops Entertainment ones are real bad.
All the PS1 games are awful.
Yeah. Yeah. not a good one. Not even a mid one amongst them. Specifically, I saw Hexymaniac beat Tomorrow Never Dies PS1, and it looks brutal.
Car 007, return fire!
This has to be some of the lamest car combat ever.
Yeah. And
They found a way to have, like, one of the coolest things you could do to a car. Put a missile launcher on it. Like, that's sick. That's everyone, like, you know, everyone dreams of, like, having a car that can do cool James Bond shit. And they found a way to take that power fantasy and bring it down to the level of shit because the missiles fucking damage you. It's just the most baffling decision ever.
Yeah.
In a car game.
Yeah, and also, and a big issue with this part is that the other cars, their AI here is to ram you and be close to you. So they're specifically designed to be hard to fight at range.
You desperately need a medical kit, 007.
Yeah, put some band-aids on the car. Back to work here.
The rear screen is titanium laced with carbon. You should be safe for the moment.
Yeah, I was going to mention we've got the Goldfinger guards here.
Yeah, we do. What a weird mashup of just different disparate elements in this game.
I wonder if the the consistent storyline thing was not the plan at a certain point.
And it was just set pieces, like 007 Legend style, as they would come to...
Yeah. That or just someone's like, oh, well, we'll just put that pose in. People will recognize that, then they'll clap. They'll say, oh, that's the fin. I'll clap.
I like how the forklift flipped me over, by the way. And what happened? Oh, we just get a new car. So that's like, that would be the most effective attack this forklift has against us. And it's somehow the least effective against us. They're doing a better job just ramming us. Now I need to figure out how to get behind them, which seems easier said than done. Especially when, the one trick I would use, which would be like going up this thing that they can't go up. If I can just drive off the side and like come at them from behind, that'd be something.
But yeah, I see people talking about some of them, but yeah, I recommend to watch in your own time the Bad Bond Games Are Forever stream we did previously, looking at a lot of the Bad Bond games from... We touched on this briefly, but, all the ones before this era.
Terribly disappointing, 007.
Okay. I give.
Yeah.
No mas.
And no... Yeah, because that's the thing, no checkpoints. And this mission is screaming to have a mid-mission checkpoint.
Don't even think about using the car as a back.
This is the third level of the video game, and the first time they're really testing you in the car combat. And it's already this ridiculously difficult.
Do be careful, 007. That paint is incredibly hot.
Like, it's all a game of like, okay, I don't want to take that much damage doing this, so I need to hit it from afar. But all their attacks are them getting as close as possible, because they're just driving towards you at all times. They're just beelining towards you in a very basic path. So like, there's nothing I can do here.
Yeah, the only thing I we've seen tried use the oil rig and the smoke screen. That doesn't seem to help that much. Oh. Yeah, what did that even do? They still rammed you.
One of them I crashed into one of those boxes. That might be the move.
Yeah.
It's just to lure them into these rather than trying to use our shitty weapons. Though I bet we're still taking splash damage off the box. I almost guarantee we're still taking.
There's that. And also it just doesn't seem easy to bait them into that. Yeah, I remembered the range on the splash damage was ridiculous, but I didn't remember how ridiculous it was.
I used every med kit available here, and this is how much health we have.
Yeah.
A little more than the previous attempt, at the very least.
Yeah, this might be our best run so far.
Alright, I just need to get lucky with the forklift.
Yeah. Also, I gotta say, the music on this level feels like a knockoff James Bond song.
Alright, let me take care of the humans first. Oh, I actually managed a successful driving off of a 1-foot-high fucking lift. I know, they're right next to me.
Yeah. So I noticed the radar doesn't show the human enemies, only cars.
Okay.
Oh. Well.
It's not facing the correct way.
Are they gonna do anything?
Cautiously approach.
Yeah. Oh, I think they're stuck in each other.
I think you're correct.
Hell yeah! You love to see it. Well, now you can't see it. Yeah, look, you took splash from that.
I took splash damage from that. Also, I don't think it did any damage to them. I think it's machine gun in the back.
Right, right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And that did splash damage.
we got lucky. We got purely lucky.
Yeah.
I'll fucking take it.
Route is clear, 007. Discretion is the better part of valor.
Oh, right, yep, this bit.
This mission still isn't over. Hey, we at least have nitro. I'm collecting everything. I'm not letting a single resource go to waste here. It's...
Yeah.
Oh, these are scientists.
Also,
Whoopsies.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely not evil scientists or anything.
Oh, I used the nitro by... You know what? I want to save that nitro. Because, again, the auto-switching, they needed to have an option to turn off auto-switching. Because it is absolutely nuts to have that on by default and to have it so constantly. Even with, like, without new weapons. I'm not picking up a new weapon here that I don't already have. I'm just adding to a resource. Of course. Well, I think I understand why they want us to have the nitro now. So perhaps I will,
That's also just a beginner trap, though, you know? Because you can't really see how big the jump is until you've already done it.
This would be the part where James Bond should get out of his car and do the rest of the mission on foot, because it's infinitely clumsier to navigate these close corridors in a fucking car than it would be to do it on foot. Well, let's not let narrative get in the way of a good...
More powerful. It's more powerful in the car.
Okay, game. Where would you like me to go?
Is
Towards
it
the red dot,
fin?
I would assume.
Yeah.
But... Oh, a lower level.
Try to find a medical kit, 007.
Stuff.
And now there's a timer on the mission. The second we've picked that up. It is 2 minutes. And it's fucking worthless.
Oh, right, yeah, doesn't it? It takes like more than a whole charge to do one. Careful, because you are getting shot and we don't have much to work with.
One more collision and the mission's compromised.
Oh, that was...
But ultimately, this would be a losing run, because there's 10 of these things to blow up. So how about this? How about we do it cleaner, better, because the exacting standards they have of you at this point are absolutely, like, wild. Why did they think this was appropriate for this early in the game?
Yeah.
This would be like the end game of a different video game. Probably a better video game at that, too.
Yeah. Oh, Kusu chat brings up a good point. Why is it you pick up medkits to heal the car?
Because they didn't want to come up with an abstract imagery for, like, repair kit or what have you.
And also because they use the handheld shield for the bulletproof fin. That would have made more sense. It's not like I think that bulletproof fin does much.
Love taking splash damage, because you do have to literally be that close. That is how close you have to be for it to do damage.
Chat did point out, though, immediately, and they're right. Use a wrench instead. Yeah, that's what other games do, actually, yeah.
It's so hard to line this up, too. Like, everything they do wrong in this seems so obvious.
Oh.
I have no health left. We're still getting shot at.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go back to the beginning of this room.
Because the car does get damaged, but the way the game, you know, like it skids the car out when you run out of health, it's like they're saying it's his physical health that's killing you.
I think in the one of the prototype screenshots I saw, it is like Bond is the health icon. So I think they maybe are meant to imply. That is as far away as you can be, at a very particular angle.
Yeah.
Still taking damage.
Don't have side view options like driver does. Granted, you know, they're using a lot of the shoulder buttons for fins, so I'm not sure where you would map it.
You know what? Fuck it. I want to go into this room. I want to kill all the armed guards first and foremost. Because not doing that means we're just going to get our health drained in addition to the damage that we're already doing to it.
Yeah. Flynn Jukes in chat mentions when the EMP even causes an explosion. Yeah, it's a bit weird. You're not, you know. Feels like Eutechnyx didn't really know what
an
these
EMP
things
was.
were.
Yeah. It's cool that you can't just use the missiles on these. You can't just blow them up with anything else. Only the EMP will do. The most cumbersome weapon in your arsenal.
00 agents, but there's only one of those vehicles. I need it back in pristine order.
Give me another medkit game.
Yeah.
You gave us two before, so you recognize what you're doing here is bad. What you're doing here is wrong.
Look at I do like the cars getting all bumping. Low rider. Oh, I'm worried we don't even have time. I don't know how many we got left.
Come on. Come on, 007. Are you fucking kidding me?
That's years worth of patient research wasted.
Why did you blow up? I guess the EMP only has a shelf life of like a minute, then it explodes.
This was me legitimately trying. I was just trying to preserve the last bit of health I have, but it's like, nope. I guess that was stupid of me. I guess I just gotta fucking take the hit.
007.
Also, is the implication we have like an AI car companion, like it's Kit? Is that who that lady digitized voice is supposed to be? Yay! Good job, Bond.
Ba-na-na-na!
That's years worth of patient research wasted.
It probably didn't come through on the mic. I just slammed my arms on the armrests of my chair. The only thing I can think of is to really try and do that final EMP thing well. To get a little bit of time bonus.
I was doing the best that I could.
I know. I'm just trying to save you from redoing the whole mission. But if you wanna,
I think it had to have been like we didn't do the beginning efficiently enough, because I don't know how I could improve the back half of that.
Using the car as a battering ram, 007. Pick up some ammunition for heaven's
I wouldn't put it on my list of Johnny Baghead's gaming no-nos because I don't think games do this anymore. But the fact I can think of a couple of games, in fact, 2 James Bond games that have point requirements to beat stages, don't do that. Make that shit optional.
007, you don't have anything.
The Game Boy Advance version of Nightfire does that, where you can beat the mission and then not have enough points to continue to the next one.
That's so brutal.
Yeah.
Okay. That's my best run yet. Obviously.
Yeah.
I'm taking some machine gun
I
damage here. I would rather not, but...
Yeah, if you hit solid objects too hard or too fast, that's minus points. Which that's great for a car combat game. You've got to be incredibly precise when you're driving, can't...
Incentivizes such a boring, tedious, cowardly way of playing the game.
Yeah.
You should be safe for the moment.
It's these guys who really do the most draining of health. Just like the random goons with their guns.
Yeah.
Find its weak side exposed.
So the game's advice is to just keep circling, even though they keep perfect pace with you when you're trying to do circling in this game. But sure, whatever. At least we don't need to use the missiles against these guys. At least we know that the machine gun is somehow the more effective weapon of the two.
Yeah.
Do be careful, 007. That paint is incredibly hot.
Ooh! Look at this golden opportunity I have here.
007, that paint is incredibly hard to find.
Yeah, that one got stuck. Yeah, the one saving grace is it seems like these forklift AIs are not good.
That's one. That's one less to worry about.
Yeah.
They're keeping pace so well. This forklift is so goddamn maneuverable. Why didn't they send us with him with a fucking forklift at this point, right?
Yeah.
It only has one weak point as opposed to my car, which is all weak points.
Honestly, sometimes the movies will do fun things where they're like, well, what if Bond has to use a kind of shitty car instead of one of his ones? And those are fun moments.
Objective attained.
Hey! What's it? I think like for your eyes only. It's not a Beetle, but it's like a similar looking car.
The better part of valor.
That's in a chase.
You know how we lost all those points? It occurs to me now. I was shooting the scientist and I shaved 2,000 points off my score.
Oh.
They didn't have a don't neutralize enemy, innocent civilians objective a la GoldenEye 007 to clue me in that it was going to count for more than just fucking points, but... These really are just the fucking Goldfinger baddies. Okay, there we go. No points for killing these bad guys, by the way. That doesn't count towards score.
Oh, yeah. And yeah, apparently these are... Well, yeah, James Bond with scientists are weird because they're often, you know, working against their will or they're, like, misguided. But they're usually still evil adjacent.
Yes. I mean, these people are saying they're working at a regular car factory, maybe. Maybe they have no idea. Maybe they just really love their jobs, and so they'll defend it to the death with guns as needed. Okay, definitely grab that help. Oh, before I drive over the edge of the fucking building, let's... God, it is such an awful weapon, this EMP.
Yeah.
Pray we never have to use it again.
Yeah, why does it even have this, like, weird battery mechanic?
To artificially increase the difficulty of the mission by extending the amount of time you need to linger in front of each of these.
You could have just made the timer shorter then.
Trying to round corners to get the drop on guys with guns in this game, where I am driving a fucking armored tank, is not the most fun way to spend my fucking time, I will say. Does not make me feel like fucking James Bond.
I mean, granted, that's always been an issue in quite a few car combat games. It's like, yeah, you can't circle strafe because you're a car. I think some kind of might give you a way to, like, at least, like, spin on the spot kind of thing later on. I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever get into the genre. I do want to try those PS2 Twisted Metal games at some point, just to check them out.
Objective attained 007.
Okay.
Also, yeah, wow, that arrow was impossible to read for a hot minute there. Whoa!
49%.
Yeah, I'm still worried because that fade out we've seen as a game over.
Oh my god! By the skin of my teeth?
That was such a good run as well.
I was near fucking perfect. I didn't even take that much damage from the...
Dino Gem awarded.
Unreal.
At least you got a Dino Gem out of it.
This is agent difficulty. There's a
Yeah,
double
there's a harder
agent difficulty.
Yeah.
Can we get out of New York fucking city at this point? I'd say... by the way, the time is 1,400 hours. We have to destroy all 4 transporter tires. Upon exiting the distribution center, you see a car transporter emerge, driving dangerously and bent on escape. As you begin pursuit, you contact Jack Wade and advise him that after downloading the computer records from the automobile distribution center, you discover they contain weapon specifications and information on Q-branch technology, and as such, discovered them. You supply him with details on the transporter and ask him to check them against CIA records for any leads.
You know what? I think we did.
We did.
Maybe this was doing research. I remember this.
I think in the Bond night, I think we played a little more of this game then.
Yeah.
It fucking deserved. And now here we are playing through the whole damn thing.
007. Pursue and neutralize the transport.
We've equipped the DB5 with laser cutters mounted on the right and left.
Why is this one actor in particular was just making
step away from the microphone?
Not to destroy the transport.
Yeah, get a pop filter at least.
You are to apprehend the driver for interrogation.
Well, it seems like we're stopped here. I mean, this seems like a good time to... By the way, I think there's a question asked earlier. Is there even a Bond model in the car? Yeah. Look at his head.
I got some info on the driver.
I wonder if that was...
Ex-con goes by the name of Whisper. Some damaged
What's that?
time in Attica until he was paroled last year. Our informant says he's been waiting.
Sorry, I can't hear you over the the laser.
Nope, I lost all my points because I had to grind against traffic for a second there.
My tail, man.
No.
Slow down. Keep it up.
This song is coming back to me now.
Take it easy, Jimbo. One slip equals a major pileup.
I estimate 6 seconds of contact with the laser will disable a tire.
Get out of the way, buddy.
Goodness, 007.
I mean, this is a crazy amount of collateral damage we're about to incur here. But there's no way to not, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Joe DeReal in chat said, once the song finally starts, that'll rock your world. And you know what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Good work, 007. Only 2 tires remaining.
Proton Claire says, you know what would take out a tire faster than 6 seconds? A bullet!
Yeah.
And we don't got those.
This is my highway.
Alright, this is our shot. This is closer we're gonna get to a straightaway.
007, the lasers need to recharge.
Shut up, Q! Nope, I reject that. Not after the last mission. We're just...
One tire left. That's it. Bring it home.
Watch me fail the missing percentage again.
Got a chance, man.
Is this a homage to, like, Live and Let Die and everyone, like, jive-talking Bond?
I've been thinking that, yeah.
Objective attained.
One of the most racist movies of all time since Birth of a Nation is 007 Live and Let Die.
Yeah.
Good work.
Oh my god, it hung on 40% for a second there.
It did, yeah.
And my heart sank. I really thought...
Yeah. Nah, it turns out you're awesome.
Holy shit. I also love how the default option isn't, you know, continue, get on with the game. It's just, I keep falling for it. I keep continuing the replay that I have no interest in watching.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I didn't notice that. That's... Yeah.
And you have to go to quit replay to advance the video game. The bottommost option.
Yeah. There's a better way to communicate that. That's... Yeah. Hey, there we go.
Finally out of New
you
York.
shall receive.
Out of the concrete jungles and into the survive the jungle. Collect 4 mine packs on bridges, locate and drive onto truck. Whisper lies immobile in the transport's cab as you approach to interrogate. After some persuasion, your old foe suddenly has a very loose tongue.
Yeah, Whisper is a character from Live and Let Die. Doesn't sound like the voice they use, though.
I was taking the goods to some meeting. People from all over coming to buy stuff in Mexico. Something about Chiapas or something. Don't know nothing else. Bring the cars and I get paid. That's all she said. You prod him for more, but Whisper slips into unconsciousness. Upon examining the transport's cargo, you find that some of the cars contain goods from the hijacked shipment hidden in their undercarriages. Again, would have been lovely to see any of this. outside of this tech screens. This makes this game, which should be like lavish. This is EA 2000s, James Bond. Give it all the money.
That's the thing. I do get a bit of a budgety feel from this.
After touching down Mexico City, you are met by R, who delivers the equipment you'll need to locate the fortress where the Arms Bazaar is speculated to be held.
Yeah, I do wonder if the contract EA had at the time with MGM was to do like yearly releases or so many releases.
Joe DeReal says this is in tribute to the books, the original novels.
Yeah.
Stylish for the secret agent who thinks he has everything. The BMW Z3. Agile, forward-mounted machine guns, all-points radar, and naturally all the usual refinements. Right. Now, here are a few modifications I'm particularly proud of. Stinger missiles behind the headlights, and a remote control mine detonator on the shift lever.
We already have the missiles in all the previous cars.
You seem to have no appreciation for the painstaking...
Yeah, but he modified his BMW this time. I believe this is the car that's in, well, Tomorrow Never Dies. The one he does like the remote control scene.
Yeah. But this is not the mission where you remote control the car that the game director said was his favorite mission in the game.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to...
Such a warm reception.
I want to mention them well. He mentioned like, oh, I don't think I've ever seen that in a video game. It's like, well, yeah, because it's
a bad idea.
Well, no. In this era, it's functionally the same thing.
Valuable time.
Remote control in a car, that's what you're doing when you play a video game already.
Right.
Like, that's...
Show some respect for the car. Get moving.
Oh, yes.
So,
yeah, I
this mission has
us. This mission.
We have to get ahead of the bombs that are blowing up the bridges.
I don't believe it, 007. Even I couldn't attain the objective in that car.
You try it. John Cleese. Fucking try playing 007 Racing on the PS1, you smug bastard.
Yeah. Honestly, he deserves it. Even now, someone should make him do that.
He is a bit of a dickhead, for him to understand.
Yeah.
I didn't expect such a warm reception.
Also, wow, yeah, the Brosnan impression really falling apart with that line read.
Impede your path by destroying the bridges up ahead. Keep in front of him, or you'll be forced.
All right, use the Stinger missile to shoot down the log.
Valuable time.
And try to maintain trajectory, momentum. Yeah. There we go.
Okay, I will say this mission's visuals are very hard to read. Especially when, you get a little bit off the dirt road.
Yeah, and there's too much just foliage that gets in the way of the camera that's, like, literally getting in the way of the frame because of the way that, the camera's passing by it.
Yeah. Like, it wouldn't have been realistic, but I would have tried to have put some sort of, like, barrier so it can really happen.
Oops.
Yep.
Believe it, 007.
Yeah, neither do I.
Is that a One Foot in the Grave reference? I wouldn't be surprised, because Eric Idle did do the theme song for that show.
I think I wasted my nitro, because it only works when you're already at top speed.
Now is the time to put the car through its paces, 007.
Who is that?
A third guy in Q Branch.
That didn't sound like Q or R. Is that S?
Yeah. Drive through that little villa there. Wait, hold on. I think I need that Stinger missile probably. If they're giving it to me, it means that we probably need it. Keys that they are.
This...
Like that.
Oh, I did not see that tree coming up.
So I knew I needed to shoot it, but I outran the Stinger missile was the problem there. So I crashed into the tree before the missile did.
He really zoomed up the car.
If you find it...
Oh, fuck you. The music got really good there.
It has 4 settings and no CFCs.
This is
I could use
brutal.
air conditioning right now.
Am I going to make it? We almost had effective tension there for a second.
I think you did, yeah. Funny enough, this is actually closer to like what James Bond's drive-in sections would be in the later games. Granted,
Yeah.
I do know Tomorrow Never Dies does have drive-in sections as well. They're kind of like this. It is weird, for as bad as the PlayStation 1 games are, it does feel like some of the ideas and concepts were
fleshed
even
out.
if they weren't directly inspired. Yeah, it's hard to say if they're directly inspired, but they definitely did right by them later on. Eurocom and oh, I'm trying to remember what Visceral Games was called before they were Redwood. They did some good stuff.
You made it, 007. In style and comfort, no doubt.
Yeah, I just feel like they changed sound-alike actors halfway through the game.
They couldn't afford the sound-alike for Desmond Llewellyn, so they had to find the sound-alike of the sound-alike of Desmond Llewellyn. His name is Steve. Steve imitating Bob, who imitates Desmond Llewellyn, but, you know. It's a spider's web we weave, as the old saying goes. That's not it at all. It's what a tangled web we weave. Yes, the spider. I've seen its webs before. Hey, we're in Mexico. Still. We're retrieving the mine detonator, detonating all 10 limpet mines, locating the Stinger missiles, destroying the guard towers, laser detonating the storage facility, extracting Zhukovsky, and escaping before the airstrike launch. That's a lot of shit to do. But hey, at least we get to see Zhukovsky, who's one of my favorite Bond side characters. Between GoldenEye and World Is Not Enough.
Yeah, I see Skeletor in chat talking about... Yeah, John Cleese was R, but I believe he, like, takes on the Q name for Die Another Day, and it's supposed to be like that when that's happened. It's a bit weird, this this game.
You arrive undetected inside the fortress, the BMW safely hidden in the truck. Intelligence information notes that the fortress is protected by a number of powerful, ultra-fast tracking anti-aircraft weapons, hindering the CIA from launching a strategic airstrike against it. You attach limpet mines to the base of each of the gun turrets with the objective of destroying the weapons and calling it an airstrike. Before you are able to set the timers, you are discovered. You sprint back to the BMW and jump in to avoid the strafing attack from the guards. Again, we get to skip a whole, section where you'd be on foot planting the mines.
Yeah, I don't know why. A lot of the UI elements, the font, head-up display, it looks a lot like what the PlayStation UK demo discs were.
Activate each mine by depressing the detonator switch when in range, and releasing it upon hearing the confirmation tone. Note, you only have seconds to exit the blast radius. Now,
great.
The storage facility is protected by the guard towers and reinforced armor paneling which is immune to conventional weaponry. To gain access, first destroy the guard towers and then laser designate the door indicated as the red target on your display. This will guide the CIA's armor-piercing missile to
James Bond just a torso and head in this?
time inside before the airstrike
Probably, yeah.
to destroy the entire compound.
I think he might have arms.
Careful,
Yeah, he definitely has arms.
You'll be alone.
Splendid. I'd enjoy some company.
Well, I guess I'll destroy the guard
Ooh.
towers first.
I'm liking this song.
Alright, how do we detonate the mines? Do I just drive past them?
Crush it! Don't let it.
Oh, Jesus.
Go. Yeah.
Nice job, Double.
Okay.
I took, like, that was at 1/12 of my health, and I was driving away from it.
Wait, was that what did the damage, or was it?
Yes.
Something? Okay, I'm gonna pay attention
Okay,
this time.
let me make sure I kill all the these guys. Since we're not on a time limit here, I can afford to do this.
This song feels like whoever made the music realized all the audio is gonna be blown out. It's like, okay, I know how to work with that.
Can I shoot these open? I know there's items inside of these.
Yeah.
I'm going to teach you a very painful lesson, Mr.
Might as well.
Oh, thank fuck you can't accidentally turn the mines on.
I'm stuck! I'm stuck! I'm stuck! I guess there was some collision in front of me that was preventing me from accelerating.
Really, 007? Rather than paying attention, I can just imagine you getting carried away playing with all the bells and whistles on the car.
Alright.
Maybe if
say
they
something
were
nice from Magic Meows now.
Maybe if there were bells and whistles, maybe these cars weren't doing the bare minimum to be fucking 007 cars with their basic ass gadgets. Say something nice.
There are some fun music tracks in this.
I'd enjoy some company.
Some of them are a little goofy enough the time, but like there's some I'm like, okay, that's fun.
All right, so detonator is probably priority numero uno because that is like the core of the mission here.
Yeah.
So I have to hold down the button while in the red zone.
Nice job, 007.
Wow, that did do a lot of fucking damage.
The problem is that I stalled.
I think
let's reverse.
Nice job, 007.
What?
Okay, that was still 2 ticks of health. I'm gonna let's do this perfectly. All right.
Also drive accelerate forward because you know you go faster forward. Yeah, so set your 180 so you can drive away forward. Yeah. Oh.
Nice job.
You still took damage. it was less.
That's the minimum.
You still took damage from that. Yeah.
There's no way to not take damage in this. You think I can get behind these forklifts? Do you think they're gonna have the same weak point as the other forklifts?
It didn't look like it, but
it just turned on a fucking dime.
Yeah, they can do a. I forget what it's called. Where you spin on the spot in a vehicle.
I'm going to teach you a very painful lesson, mister.
Even the fucking tents didn't block the damage you took there. I was hoping they would get in the way of the damage somehow. Nope.
The timing is so finicky on the detonator. Because I want to be driving away as soon as possible, it is like this excruciating to try and coordinate this. Blue means I'm in range. I hold down R1 for a second and a half. And then I can safely drive off. Where did those birds come from? When did it become Mary Poppins for a second there?
Yeah.
Mr. Bluebird on my shoulder.
Nice job, 007. Only 5 mines remaining.
Yeah, all I can think of is either this game is bullshit because no one really checked, or they literally just, we can make the game harder. We can... that was how they pushed the difficulty up, was just force damage, health check, bullshit.
This might be one of the all-time meanest design decisions ever committed to a video game. And it really does, sabotage the whole thing. It's honestly incredible how bad that is. How bad an idea that is. How no one stepped in to say, just turn the splash damage off. It'll be so much more fun.
Yeah, because surely... Yeah, because the only other thing that I could think with this mission specifically is if it was theoretically possible to deactivate the mine while accelerating through, but clearly not. Oh, you got a laser targeter for some reason.
Yeah, I need that for one of the objectives. Still taking damage from this far away, blowing up inanimate objects, blowing up tents, which do not get shot down by machine guns, by the way, which you have to use the missiles on.
Yeah. Stainless, titanium, steel tents.
Or when you got a glamp in style. Alright, that's one of the Stinger missiles used.
Yeah, and also bake yourself inside a tent.
Apparently that was not close enough.
No, it wasn't, yeah.
I would hope it would do something to the forklifts.
Yeah.
But I guess that's asking too much. Again, why not to send us in with a forklift that are apparently fucking invincible?
Oh, Kusi chat asking if this game is supposed to have an overarching story. Yes, it's just mostly in that text. Even the mission brief, the dialogue they did record, doesn't get that across well. It's mostly... Yeah, it's mostly in the text, and also it's very kind of just... Bond stumbles into the next thing, is kind of how it's going. He's not getting objectives, really. And Grant, that happens a lot in the movies where he kind of just stumbles and is like, oh, I happen to tell the right guy and get to where I need to be.
Okay, so this is the...
We're waiting on your signal, boss.
Oh, the laser pointer, yeah.
Oh, I have to be completely still for it to actually count. Okay. Do I need to continue to wait here?
Bond, James Bond. That must be you. You just can't say hello like a normal person, can you?
Wow. That is not...
The beacon's been activated.
That is not what the Goodman sounds like in
15 seconds before the moment.
either of the films.
Bond! James Bond! I remember the voice actor for him in the...
Coleman?
Good job, Jimbo. Here comes the cavalry.
I do remember his name, just not right now. Coltrane.
Yeah. I was gonna let you figure it out.
Yep. That's a three-word associate to get it.
Well done, 007. I see the machine performed brilliantly.
That was not a bad mission. I mean, it was bad in the sense that it's fundamentally flawed in the same way that every mission in this game is fundamentally flawed with the splash damage. But that's like, you know, it looked like a lot of objectives from the mission screen, from the pre-mission, right? From the briefing. And I was worried. But, you know, most of those flowed into each other. Most of those, like, made sense. They were all, like, localized to one area. This mission definitely a lot stronger than, like, the alleyway fight, right? Or God forbid, the later in that level where it becomes a completely different type of level with the EMP stuff. This is what the scope and scale of these missions should be. That and the, you know, I didn't really say it during the level, but the chasing the 18-wheeler down the highway. I wish the traffic patterns would have been better in that. Would have been more amenable to you, like, having fun and getting to do stuff. Maybe, like, doing jumps over the traffic. Like, there's, like, you know, one of those vehicles with, like, a ramp on the back, and you drive off of that and fly over the traffic. Like, something like that, rather than just bumping into cars. But these, like, have been the two highlights of the game so far. Evade the enemy forces, defeat Koskov's assassin. Activate 6 homing beacons, beat assassin, and make escape. With the fortress in ruins, you smash through a perimeter fence and speed onto the road. Suddenly, several military vehicles, all heavily armed, burst through the smoke and flames and continue their pursuit. Outmanned and outgunned, you must escape the wrath of Georgy Koskov and his men. As you race away, Sukovsky explains that what started with his interest in bringing a legitimate automobile distribution program to Russia soon turned much more sinister. Upon traveling to Mexican automobile plants to view their operation, he uncovered that his business partner, ex-KGB General Georgy Koskov, was not only involved in weapons smuggling, but had orchestrated the theft of dozens of vials of smallpox virus from the Institute of Viral Preparations in Moscow in concert with an unknown third party. When Zhukovsky became uncooperative, he was held captive by Koskov's men. So smallpox? It's virus warfare? Is that what we're building up to? Okay. I'm taking this as the assassin. That's after us.
Yeah.
Not quite Xenia Onatop.
Yeah. Also, I saw earlier comment by Frank Gothic saying it's really difficult to convey Bond's personality.
Identified an escape route for you, 007.
Oh, well, this is
Due
first.
to aggressive rebel activity, we are performing a high-altitude airdrop of the necessary equipment for your escape. You will need to guide the airdrop by activating your homing beacon periodically. As always, timing and precision will be imperative to your success. Good luck, 007.
So they do have a couple of, you know, the Pierce Brosnan sounding like lines. He doesn't actually talk much. He did a bit earlier, but like the further we've gone in, the less he's had to say.
Me rolling in the car with my homie, Zukovsky. Jesus. Fuck that, I ain't fighting those tanks. All I got is a machine gun. Oh no, the skidding out here is wild.
I hope you like fast driving, Mr. Bond.
Well, I'm always one to enjoy a chase.
Maybe that's why they don't have the Pierce Brosnan sound to like speak too often.
Yeah.
Finish 007, you know what birds can do.
I think they are going...
if the birds pooped on you.
I think they're going for Xenia Onatop.
That evasive maneuvers will ensure the return of the...
Yeah, this is,
And in excellent work.
Oh, trying to think of a female Russian name. I'm like, oh, I actually don't know any.
Nastasha.
Yeah, Nastasha's the obvious one. Nastasha,
Kurlenko.
Nastasha from the back.
Oh, yeah, we needed a Bond pun there. You're right.
Yeah.
Well, I got ahead of her. She's basically a non-factor at this point. Wow. I guess we don't really need to fight the enemy car, fight off the assassins so much as just get slightly ahead of them.
Oh, they are catching up, though.
Real talent, I swear, Mr. Bond.
One rises to meet a challenge.
How are we communicating to each other? How are me and her talking right now? Oh.
Any in-flight service, Q?
The plan was impeccable, 007. Failed in its execution.
I think I deployed too late. I think the issue there may have been that I hit the parachute button too late.
I thought you fucking nailed that. You landed, look.
It's true. So we literally just drive off the edge of a fucking cliff here.
Any in-flight service, Q?
Bump into the wall.
Do be careful, 007. That paint is incredibly hard to find.
Distant explosions at the bottom.
Win this time, Mr. Bond. Enjoy.
Oh, look at that. You almost got 100%.
That was stupid. That was real dumb. Why'd she drive off the cliff too? Why'd she follow us? Wouldn't she have seen us like going down like suddenly and be like, oh, we ran out of road. I should
Just
probably.
Yeah, just terrible brakes on the car, I guess.
That's awesome. Yeah, there wasn't really much to do in that mission. There really wasn't much I could have done other than get the 96%.
That's more the mission type I'd want out of a Bond game, though.
Is this the same lady?
It's hard to tell. But let's see if we get like a bigger picture of her.
That's a different lady.
Picture there is so bad I couldn't tell if it was supposed to be Judi Dench or not. That's how like compressed and weird it looks.
I guess we're in Louisiana now.
Glasses. Yep.
Collect limpet mine pack. Deploy mines next to crates. Locate exit to detonate. Having successfully made your escape by parachuting down the ravine to the road below, you round a corner at full speed and come face to face with a powerful earth mover blocking the road. Your car smashes into the front bucket of the gigantic machine, rendering you unconscious. What? Your senses stir and you awaken in a darkened warehouse. A man towers over you and grins, exposing jagged metal teeth. Jaws! He clicks a handheld remote and activates a video monitor to reveal a shadowy silhouette which addresses you chillingly. My amusement with you is quickly turning to irritation, Mr. Bond. Seizing my cars, disrupting my arms bazaar? Even so, enough finances remain to carry out my plan. In fact, it appears I owe your colleagues a debt of gratitude. With the signature masking and carbon conversion of the technology I will soon gain from the exhaust system of the Q-branch vehicle, I'll actually be ahead of schedule. At that moment, Charisse Litt emerges from the shadows, and you stare in disbelief as she crouches beside you. Who? Oh, she's a girl from the first mission.
First mission, yeah.
We meet again, James. Thanks to you, that fool Zukovsky is now on a freighter bound for Siberia. She smiles cruelly and walks to Jaws' side as he reaches into the shadows and pulls a young woman into view. And now that we are in possession of the lovely Dr. Chase, the last cog falls into place. Jaws shoves...
Dr. Chase?
No idea. Jaws shoves Dr. Chase into your arms, and the slamming of the metal door tells you that you're now alone. You unclip your belt buckle to produce a small device capable of remotely piloting the stolen Q-branch BMW, which the control unit confirms is inside the warehouse. Looking through a barred window, you can see into the adjacent security room where a wall of TV monitors display each of the warehouse security cameras. Motherfucker, show it! Show any of it! You have Jaws! You have the most iconic Bond villain, and he appears strictly in a fucking text-based briefing.
I guess
what are we doing?
He split up with his girlfriend from Moonraker. That's a shame.
That's the most tragic part.
Yeah.
I can't fucking believe how cheap this shit is. It's a James Bond game. 007. This had Electronic Arts and MGM money behind it. Put a little more money into it.
Again, you need to get... they must have had like a yearly plus contract at the time, and this was just like the one that didn't get the money.
Now listen closely, 007, as this exercise requires finesse and stealth, attributes which you seemingly disregarded.
Good God!
You will need to use the remote control to pilot the BMW around the warehouse. It appears the car's onboard camera has...
So this is the mission. This is the one inspired by the Tomorrow Never Dies scene where he's driving the car around the garage using the flip phone. Something tells me this is going to be less cool.
Destroy all the crates that house...
That's one of my favorite missions as well.
Back away from the mic. I get your joke.
Sorry. Happens to the best of us.
And depress the remote detonator. And 007... No.
I hope people don't tune out. I mean, it is funny, but... Anyway, what's our fucking mission?
I have a physical mixer and just red lights immediately.
Chase. They kidnapped me from the lab in Atlanta. Do you know who these people are and why we're being held here?
Not really.
No.
Oh, okay. Hell yeah! They turned this into a survival horror with fixed camera angles.
Tank controls. Oh. Oh, this is awful.
Mean, that's essentially what tank controls are. They're actually car controls more.
This is heinous. You can't have interference. It can't be monochrome. Oh. You gotta give me more than this.
What's that little thing that was following you there?
Who fucking knows?
Now, you say this is bad, but then why would Duke Nukem Forever do this kind of thing as well? Huh? Answer me that.
You know, touche.
Objective attained, 007.
I mean, I won't lie, I remember playing the demo that came with like one of the versions of Borderlands and doing that bit, and just being like, yeah, I didn't mind that.
Thank God they have a camera for this corner. The fucking contrivance is here. Mm-hmm. I have 3 minutes to plant all these mines at the designated target points. So I will do that.
You like the scratching over this?
One of 007's many skills, one of his many party tricks.
I could be wrong. I feel like the sample this is based on is used in Drop the Bomb in one of the Dance Dance Revolution games.
Oh, they actually had
I think it's the same sample.
They actually had a timer in this mission that we could pick up.
007, pay attention!
Oh!
Huh?
Like,
where did
whoever
it start
did
me?
These...
Why did it start me there?
Yeah, it teleported. Like, okay, whoever did these video effects...
Sucks.
I'm sure they feel... Well, no, they did a good job at doing them. It's not their fault. It's who decided that this should be what the mission is.
Closer to the crate to destroy it. Pick it up and try again, 007.
Oh, okay. Slime Generator says it's used in Public Enemy songs. Yeah, that's probably what the Drop the Bomb song uses as well.
Because you know who did the soundtrack, by the way, for this game?
Oh, you have to remind me.
Attention, 007. That equipment was never intended.
We did talk about this recently, but yeah, remind me.
Alistair Brimble.
Be surprised at the amount of wear and tear that goes on.
Amiga legend.
Yep.
Basically responsible for every video game soundtrack at a certain point.
Oh, imagine me, I said Flavor Flav. If only.
That would have been a more funner soundtrack. It'd be like the Rambo, Sega Rambo arcade game having an all-rap soundtrack, all-rap remixes of...
You've run out of charges, 007. Now, what part of my sermon on prudence didn't you understand?
Yeah.
Wait.
Only...
How... But... So when I missed the mine earlier and they said pick it up, they literally meant go back and pick it up? How am I supposed to... Is the blue point... Hopefully that's the second mine. Hopefully... The camera is so disorienting. These constant camera changes. Yep. We're going to have to... They're going to have to do something about that. I think I need that clock. I need that stopwatch there to add some more precious seconds to the timer.
The security system has detected something and is starting to cause interference on your display.
It's only 15 seconds.
007.
Yeah, do you know what I'm noticing as well? Oh, you did it. The radar is not based on your camera view, which makes sense, but it makes it really hard to read. Because it's not perspective based, it's like the car's POV.
Oh, yeah, it is so confusing. I'm trying to drive towards the red dot, but it's well and truly disorienting. I think I'm heading... God damn it. I had to look at the radar instead of the fucking... what's in front of me.
Oh, okay. You do have time? They just moved the timer for some reason.
Oh, I see what's happening here.
Yep.
I have to get to the other end of this, because I can't drive up that. But I need to get conveyed out of here.
There are several of you 00 agents, but there's only...
Shut up!
Vehicles I needed back in pristine order.
And I fucked up.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
let's cheat a little bit here. Oh, God. Okay, so I can't beat it to the punch, basically. It's going to take that car, and there's nothing I can do about that. I just have to wait for my turn. I have 5 seconds left. This would be a great time. Come and pick me up.
The world will soon be mine, Mr. Bond. And even...
Oh, no, don't worry. We got there.
Why did it take so long? You know what they say, better late than never.
Oh my god, so that's impossible. So that was impossible. It's the cycles there are like on very specific timing.
Yeah, you might have to rewind even further back so we can...
I need more than 30 seconds.
Yeah.
You know what? I want to... Let's do it before I fuck up the mine. Nope. This is as far back as I can go.
I think we could recover from here.
We could also restart the mission if need be.
Yeah.
Objective attained.
Yeah, like if they're going to do this... Well, I know the way to do it because they did it in Everything or Nothing. Where there's some driving missions where you pilot like little RC fins. And yeah, they have kind of a like remote control window looking fin.
All times for the bad handling.
You know, it's a camera mounted to the RC car. Oh, nice recovery.
There are several of you 00 agents, but there's only one of those vehicles I needed back in pristine order.
Let's go to where the other car was. Maybe I need to just... Okay. Conveyor belts start moving. I'll wait here. Oh, thank God.
Oh.
The fact that it has to go through its full cycle, they don't just cheat it so that when you pull into the spot, it does it for you, is
that was
obscene.
Amazing explosion effects there. Yeah, keep the music playing.
The world will
Fuck you.
Mr. Bond. And even you can no longer stand in my way.
I planted all the fucking mines! What more do you want from me? What more do I need to do, oh master? How shall I please you today? Yes, I will dance, monkey, dance. I will fucking...
Listen closely.
I'm Dr. Miller.
This is not good, Johnny. I'm not having a good time with the video game. In fact, one might say I'm having a bad time. Oh, good God. I know the second I pick this fucking thing up, the timer starts too. So let's do this as quick as possible.
Yeah.
We got out of the thing before it exploded. What more do they want from us, assholes?
Yeah.
Do you want me to do it while fixing a martina? Fixing a drink in my car too? Camera, just cooperate with me, please. Please, we're in this together. I know you want to show better environments, hotter environments, and I want to be done with this level. Let's work together on this.
Yeah, and Emerald Sun Disc just redeemed to say something nice. Again, it's the best I could say is like, yes, this looks like a fucked up camera signal. It shouldn't, because it's not good for gameplay, but it looks like what it's trying to be.
Halfway there, 007.
You know, it's a bit of a backhanded say something nice, but
you know the thing that they put in that
like
sucks
this.
absolute ass, that makes the game like harder to read and doesn't add anything, like, you know, it's unique, but it's a bad idea. You know, that whole thing? They did a good job at their bad idea.
To release the charge
yeah.
closer to the crate to destroy it.
That's inside the radius.
Again, 007.
Come on. Good, at least it picked it up when I drove over it. At least it's not like instant fail if you like throw it in the wrong spot. GoldenEye 007 has that. You know, if you miss with your covert modem, it's just like, well, you didn't bring a second one, so.
Yeah, I never remember the YouTuber who made a really good making of where he interviewed all as many of the developers as he could. But even they mentioned like that being a bit silly. Like, yeah, you can't pick it off the wall again. Slab Generator saying, maybe this is the level reviewers were talking about when they said this game had bad graphics. Yeah, it's all very similar colors.
I'm driving away from the objective. I can't with this fucking radar. Oh, I remember where it is now. I remember what the objective is, and it's something that wouldn't be
it's
like
up a ramp.
Yep.
Yeah. Nope.
I think you want to avoid those ones, James.
Lady, get out of the fucking car.
Objective attained.
Okay. I don't like to get too into the whole the idea of malice behind development stuff. I can only feel like whoever wrote a lot of the NPC dialogue of the game moaning at you, that they wanted to annoy you. That's the only read I get from, especially that delivery. That I think you need more training. Maybe don't hit those.
Something and is starting to cause interference on.
Game genius here.
You don't have much time left, 007.
Hey, it's not on me. It's up to the gods now, Q. I'm in the spot I need to be. I'm just waiting for this cycle to play out. Are you fucking kidding me?
Tommy is worried that you're not in the spot.
The world
Yeah.
will soon be mine, Mr.
Yeah,
Bond.
try rewinding. That's annoying as well. That
Yeah,
it's
no,
that
it's
precise.
supremely annoying. This is the worst idea executed as badly as possible. That is the story of this game.
Yeah. Oh, careful, because it's going to pick up that car, yeah.
The security system has detected something and is starting to cause interference on your display. You don't have much time left, 007.
Okay, fingers crossed, everyone. Big money, big points.
The anticipation is killing me. Also, the game is killing me.
Very impressive, James.
Ow!
I like your idea of that.
Like, yeah, you did a bit better.
This game is giving me fucking whiplash. It's
Good work.
Yeah.
Gem awarded.
What'd they do to Richard Keeve here?
Yeah.
That ain't Jaws. He's got lipstick on instead of metal teeth. And he's wearing
Yeah,
sunglasses. And
He's
who's this
upgraded,
lady?
metal lips.
Who's this lady? Why is she pointing a gun
Well,
at
that's
him?
supposed to be Charlize.
River Race. Collect 4 TSP 6060 missiles, locate the TSP launcher, reach the final bridge, and disable the boat. Explosions and smoke engulf the warehouse as you break through the hangar doors. You've succeeded in destroying the warehouse and rescuing Dr. Melody Chase. However, Jaws and Charisse Litt have also escaped the burning wreckage and leap into a sleek powerboat moored on the riverbank behind the warehouse. You immediately give chase on the winding road running parallel to the Bayou waterways. The BMW's computer alerts you to an incoming message from M at MI6. 007, the cars you impounded in New York have been traced back to a European automobile manufacturer whose primary shareholder is Dr. Hammond Light, the same man who brought his influence to bear to have MI6 rescue his kidnapped daughter Charisse. It seems he was using his daughter to divert MI6 while he orchestrated the attack on the NATO shipment. Dr. Litt recently retired from his post as a chairman of the World Health Organization and is now a European trade diplomat who over the past year has tripled the distribution of his firm's automobiles throughout the European Union, Asia, and North America by successfully lobbying for improved global trade policies.
Of course. He was at the World Health Organization, the hotbed of evil.
It is clear there is a connection between the Litt family, their automobile company, and the hijacking and smuggling of high-tech weapons, but there's probably something more. Take every precaution to apprehend Charisse Litt alive, as she will be a valuable source of information to us. I guess that was all
this is so much for a Bond plot.
Tell, don't show, tell, don't show.
Turns and layers of conspiracies.
Thermal scan accepted. Hello, 007. I've been waiting for you to turn me on. Structural scans of the water vessel.
I was going to make that joke.
Is required to neutralize it. The GPS system has identified a suitable location for the attack. You must get there ahead of the boat.
Okay, can do.
And yeah, Bob is right. That's just a Simpsons joke. That's why I was going to make it.
Oh, good God.
Oh yeah, there you go. That's much better. Woo! You hadn't even flipped.
Mission failed. Incoming.
Oh, you don't say.
Return to MI6 immediately.
Yep, let's go home. Pack it in.
Thermal scan.
It's like the second you start skidding out, you can't recover. I know I've mentioned that. I know that's, one of the major issues with the driving model in this game, but it is a major issue.
Stay alert, 007.
You weren't going to dodge that mine. There was no way to dodge that.
Alright, so I need to know the route. I need to know the entire route in advance, basically.
Grenade impact.
Watch out, James!
Bit late, lady.
Ugh.
Target lost.
Yeah, I lost traction, and it just doesn't recover.
Yeah.
Oh my... This is a bad idea for a mission in this style of game. Given just how badly this controls. To have it, narrow driveways. I mean, this is the escalation. It's the only direction you can go with it, right? Is ultimately towards, increasing the tension of the driving outside of just the combat. Outside of just, how many people are gunning for you and what guns they're gunning for you with. But it's an execution. It's,
damage sustained.
It's not good.
Warning 007. Radio scanner has picked up activity on the local police band. Patching it through.
It's a dead end. I'm stuck. Hey, Sergeant Pepper, it's the other Joe Don Baker character, yeah.
Exterior.
Are you kidding me? They fucking...
Double books.
JB Pepper?
Yep.
Lost. Mission failed. Incoming transmission.
The character they invented to try and say, oh, it's fine we're being racist because we got this white guy you laugh at. Why would you bring that character back? Jesus Christ.
Because it's James goddamn Bond. And there's only so many recurring characters they've got.
I wonder how many racial slurs he can slip in to his performance here.
You know what? Let me drive the other direction, because I think this path here, unless I prove myself wrong here. Oh, the red dot is probably just a speedboat, isn't it?
Yes, that's what it is, yeah.
Warning, exterior damage detected.
Yeah, okay, this just gets us an extra nitro. We're better off taking the shortcuts. And then just taking the right here, then driving around the entirety of the lake to get the, just to get an extra nitro.
Quick man, 573 chat makes a good point. This game legit makes me think it's something like the Stuntman games, but way worse. Yeah. And, you know, Stuntman, especially the first one, can be quite punishing with the difficulty, but it has all the stage direction and stuff, and it straight up has parody Bond levels. Yeah, Stuntman's fun, and, you know, you're doing shorter missions as well. They're very snappy.
Why aren't these other cars affected? Why aren't these trucks affected by the mines falling from the sky, from the bombs?
Well, because utility vehicles in Universe are incredibly powerful.
Built for tough, yeah.
Diggers, yeah.
I mean, I'd be mad if I were BMW and, like, your brand representative, you're looking at the game, you're like, you made our cars how weak? You made Ford look how strong?
Like, yeah, no, you do not get anywhere close to enough warning time on those explosions to avoid them. It is entirely luck.
Oh my god, did we drive around
made
in
a wrong
circle?
turn, yeah.
How? Where? It was a straight track. What went wrong? Where did I go wrong? I'm just looking for the launcher. I'm just looking for a launcher here. That can't be. There's no other way. This is the only way. I can't have taken a wrong path because there's no path.
Yeah, the problem is you could also get really far ahead of the boat in this, so it can make it hard to tell where it's gonna go.
No, we don't even have the launcher. We can't even use the missiles we've collected yet.
Oh yeah, but I just meant in terms of using that to track your level route. You can very easily. Whoa! That guy was spinning out. Did you see that?
Oh, this is not the beginning level. This is just a very similar looking area.
Danger.
Yeah, no, this level is a lot of copy pasting. Oh, if you take too much damage, your radar breaks.
Incoming transmission.
Hey, do you mind if I have a quick go at this?
By all means. Oh my god, Johnny.
Yeah.
Oh, well, come on! Come on! Let me live a little. Alright, quit. Restart mission.
Yeah.
Thermal scan accepted.
Johnson, launch the Mauser. Destroy Bond.
Yep.
Remember, R1 to use items. That includes the nitro.
I actually wonder if, because we're keeping with the bow, if we... Oh.
I see you were trying to slow down to, like, you know, avoid being in the blast radius, but I think it's just drive through them. I think that's the better alternative. Okay, how to go through the roof of that building? That's...
No, it doesn't. It just, the marker shows up.
I love the stereo audio mix in this right now.
Yep, cross the road.
Warning 007. Radio scanner.
There's a wasp nest outside of our apartment complex right now that we have to call maintenance about.
Whoa.
I'm going to rewind you here just to give you a fighting chance. So I'm not appreciating this buzzing right now in my ears. He's making me think of the fact that the next time I step out the smoke might be the time I get bit by a wasp. Quickman says, all these unique dialogue lines, and all you hear is the hornet's nest. Yeah.
Warning, target is out of range. Increase speed to maintain target contact.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Surprise, James. You never seem to have a problem keeping up in past encounters.
I don't even know how I lost control there.
Also, we've never met this lady before, but she's making fun of us.
James.
Well, there's that doctor who was in that past one.
Past encounters?
Yeah, that's weird. There we go. Caught up with the boat. Yeah, it's almost like a Simcade racer. The mount you have to. Oh, I might have done the wrong thing here. Yeah, can you rewind? Oh wait, never mind. Never mind. Wait. Do you see what they've done? I think they just looped. Okay. Let's see if I can recover this.
There's no timer, so...
Danger. Heavy damage sustained. Health packet required immediately.
Let's rewind you before you, Yep.
Yeah, the route the boat takes here is very strange. Let's watch it. Okay, yeah, it's better to stick to this road. It is looping back on itself, though. I think you are right about that. Because I think the way I went there is that jump we did earlier.
Where's the fucking missile launcher? So you can end this stupid mission.
Is that it?
Yep.
Objective attained.
Reach the final bridge.
Alright. Wonder where that is.
Target lost. Mission
What?
Huh?
Oh, I guess I had to 180 there. They didn't tell me.
Immediately.
This is horrible mission design.
Okay.
I think you just need to, like, the second you get there, just start firing.
Objective attained. Target lost. Mission failed. Incoming.
I think when they say final bridge, I mean, the race is over.
Is that
you need to... I think that's the final bridge, yeah.
Okay. Well, let me try hitting the button then.
R1, 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 just mash it, mash
Yep.
it, mash it, mash it, mash it.
Target lost.
I don't think it did anything.
It was using the
No,
ammo for whatever it's worth.
Yeah, it was.
I think you're too late. I think the mission is actually over already at this point, that you got here too late.
I'm just gonna enjoy this lady then. I wasn't even that far behind it though. It 180s that corner faster than I can. I can see, look, the boat's even visible there. You see?
Yeah. Use nitro. Use nitro. I know it's like you're doing like corners now, but just use it.
Yeah. Well, hang on. Let me. I guess I'm not getting the health.
Danger. Heavy damage sustained. Health packet required immediately.
Wait, so they do turn around?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought they were doing. So I think final bridge is a yeah. Oh, they
failed.
I didn't lose them.
No, they go right. Like, look, they go to a place where you can't follow. They take a right
they
there.
do, yeah.
Yep. So I think the final bridge is in fact the final bridge.
It's weird that you hit the objective and then it says go to final bridge, you know?
Yeah.
Required immediately.
Ah.
All right, because you missed the health.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's what we're gonna do. Use nitro.
I'm surprised, James. You never seem to have a problem keeping up in past encounters.
I see you used it again. Yep. I think you gotta cut through the center. I think it wastes too much time to go the long way around here.
You can't make this jump though. You see there that
Yep.
bridge gap? You can't make that way.
You need that
whatever.
health.
Yeah. Oh, a bit further back. Yeah, here.
This is really bad.
Objective attained.
Oh. It's doing a thing.
Oh. Are you fucking kidding me? That's... I was using the analog stick, by the way. That's the fastest you can aim.
Return to MI6 immediately.
Oh my god. Okay.
Okay.
This could only be the product of deliberate spite. This whole thing.
Whoops. That's user error.
Incoming transmission. Objective attained.
Johnny.
It's because I want to make sure the car's
do.
facing forward.
I know what you're trying to do, but
maybe I don't need to do that.
You don't have the weapon
that time.
If you don't have the.
Objective attained.
No, I need to spin.
Yes, you do. You definitely do.
Fuck you, fucking piece of shit.
Target lost. Mission.
What is the delay on these shots?
Yo, game, I got something you can shake. Fucking piece of shit.
Let me give this a shot.
Oh yeah. Handbrake turn is definitely what I'm using there to do the.
Objective attained.
Slowly.
I was facing the right way. Hold on.
No, it's because you weren't. Yeah, and there's a delay. What? That didn't hit? God. What? Oh.
Okay, so there's not a delay.
The
Let's see what happens if I hit something that's just a solid object, like the scenery here. There is a slight delay.
Is.
It's like a...
Yeah.
Maybe like quarter second. Okay. Now remember, each of these could have been minutes worth of failed attempts. Why wasn't it? Oh, I had to be completely stopped, and it was still like going forward a little bit was the problem there. And now it wasn't at a precise angle. Now we can.
God, it's so sensitive about which way you're looking as well.
Answers are unwelcome, James.
Pity. I'll cancel our dinner reservations then.
Was that successful?
I bet it wasn't. Yeah.
So I need to hit it not once, but 4 fucking times? Because they mentioned you need to collect at least 4 missiles. It's cursed. We have to do it from the start. We just have to be perfect with it.
Yeah, the problem is that at times it's hard to see what the route is. Yeah, it is. The boat doubles back on itself. That bridge we end up in is behind us right now.
Yes. Nope, I need every nitro, I need every advantage so I can have the maximum amount of time at the end to get my shots off. But yeah, just like, the reminder that, we use rewind, but like every time I push that rewind button, I'm like, I'm saving myself 5 minutes right now. I'm saving the viewer 5 minutes of replaying this mission so I can try a different permutation out. Don't let anyone tell you that rewinding isn't fucking valid. Not all of us have, nothing but free time, right? So,
yeah.
Some of the places to go, things to do. I don't want to earn the privilege of having another attempt to figure out what to do in the video game.
Mad respects for people who commit to playing games like this on real hardware. Even I have my limits with that.
Flynn says that James Bond says that rewinds are okay. Okay, thank God.
Hell yeah.
I'm way ahead. I'm gonna lose some time doing... Oh, I'm stuck.
The car
I'm completely stuck.
God,
This is a position I can't move out of.
Yeah, that has happened multiple times as well.
I cannot believe. I don't even think I want to take that bridge ultimately. I think I just kind of want to bypass that.
No, yeah, if you go that way, you kind of go to a dead end. And I noticed what this game does. When you drive away, you hit a checkpoint at some point that must make the rifle spawn. So yeah, this is a mission designed that you can only beat it if you've played it multiple times and fucked up. Alright. Alright, let's just... God, and you were really rushing ahead and you barely made it ahead of time.
Your advances are unwelcome, James.
Pity. Oh, cancel.
I want to see Jaws. I do want to. I'm willing to give up another attempt at this because I want to see them drive towards us and see what Jaws looks like.
Also, 3 shots wasn't enough.
Stay alert, 007. The car.
Yeah, he's 2 dots for eyes, basically. Yeah, I'd go all the way back to when it was coming towards you.
Advances are
Wow.
You need to... You got at least 3 hits that first time, and that still wasn't enough. So yeah.
You see that at minimum we need 4 of these missiles.
Yeah.
Your advances are unwelcome, James.
Pity. I'll cancel our dinner reservations then.
1 in the rear.
You've only got 1 shot left, by the way.
007. The car was never intended to sustain direct grenade impacts.
Oh, you did it. That was your last shot as well. 89.
98.
That's impressive. Yeah, 98.
Thank you.
Wow.
That's what they call me, 0098.
That's funny considering like a bunch of those shots he missed. That's still 98%.
Well, accuracy isn't a part of the number, I guess.
Good work. Dino Gem awarded.
Yeah, the like alleyway factory level is still the worst. That's probably the second worst though.
Oh
Yes.
my god, back to New York City.
Back to New York City.
Download data from first limo, download data from second limo, download data from third limo, download data from fourth limo. They really fucking gave up around this point, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of giving up, as you approach the wreckage of the boat to apprehend Charisse and Jaws, the local police arrive. Charisse is quick to use her charm and her diplomatic status to convince a gullible Sheriff Pepper that her associate, Dr. Melody Chase, has been drugged by you and held against her will. Watching helplessly as Sheriff Pepper and his deputies hold you back. This is really happening? A limousine pulls up.
It's believable, to be fair.
A limousine pulls up and then drives away with little Jaws and Dr. Chase. These motherfuckers take one look at Jaws and they're like, okay, the guy who's a problem here is the one in this car. Just as the sheriff and his deputy are about to clamp the cuffs on you, Jack Wade arrives on the scene and clears things up. Pepper, we're played by the same actor. Let's get in each other's heads for a second here. Let's have a kumbaya moment. Upon returning to your car, you receive a communique from M at MI6. 007, our background search confirms that Dr. Melody Chase is a world-leading virologist who was kidnapped from the Centers for Disease Control in Atlanta. We've also confirmed Zhukovsky's report of the stolen vials of smallpox virus in Moscow. Given Dr. Little's knowledge and access from his former post at the World Health Organization, it is likely he's behind the virus theft as well. No shit, we figured that out. The CIA reports movement in Lit's operation in New York. He may be moving its operation back to Europe. Without Miss Lit or Dr. Chase in hand, this is the best lead we have at the moment. Moneypenny has booked you on the next flight to New York to investigate.
I think this is not the same actor who's playing Jack, by the way.
Isn't it Joe Don Baker who plays Pepper?
No, it's Clifton. It's Clifton James.
Oh.
The BMW Z.
I was going to say, I was like, they don't look the same. I think you're wrong about that.
Of course. The very latest in intercept.
Well, you know, for as embarrassing as that gaffe is on my part, you know it's a more embarrassing gaffe?
Forward-mounted rockets and machine guns. Mine dispenser aft.
Wait for it. Putting 4 fucking twin towers in New York City because your skybox is only 180 degrees. So, you know, at least I didn't fuck up that bad. At least I'm not that fucking stupid.
I mean, that you know.
Sensitive data. Each one sends coded packets of information at prescribed intervals.
Yeah, it's a weird timeline this game exists in as well,
GPS
because
system to track these vehicles and have included an onboard terminal which will allow you to intercept their transmissions. The success of this operation relies on stealth, 007.
Oh, great.
I expect to see this machine returned intact and in fine running order.
Yeah, good luck with that.
The GPS system will signal which vehicle is starting to transmit data. Once you locate the vehicle, your display will mark when you're in the correct range to intercept the transmission. You'll need to stay within this intercept radius for the duration of the download. Don't get too close, or they'll break off transmission.
Oh, so it is a tailing mission.
Yes,
You're right.
it is.
Steady now, 007. That's your target. Do not engage. Keep him in range.
So yeah, the thing I was going to say is timeline. This is a really weird thing because if, you know, the weird thing with the Bond films is up until Daniel Craig, they were essentially the same guy. You could bullshit it that it's just every time they replace the actor, they have the same backstory and events, but not in the same time periods. But you know, that's our other thing. Sergeant Pepper's met James Bond twice.
Yes.
He knows who he is. Now, granted, if it was a realistic take on James Bond, and a lady said, "Oh yeah, James Bond has been like drugging women and kidnapping them," I would assume that that was the case. So fair enough on Sergeant Pepper there. But if, you know, going along with the movies, he teams up with him in Man with the Golden Gun. He should be like, "Whoo, yeah, boy," and side with him. So I wonder, this game, I think it was supposed to be famous scenes at some point, and they had to like rewrite those story briefs to be like one storyline.
Hey, why am I not downloading the data?
Yeah, either you're not. Who knows?
Just 2 minutes left. Easy does it, 007.
I'm... What distance do you fucking want? I've done every distance imaginable. It's not the right car. Even though it's a limousine, it's not the right car. When did I lose track of the right car? At what point did I fuck up what I was supposed to be doing here?
Wait, no. Okay, you finished scanning. Huh? Yes,
this is the first limousine we scan. Now we move on to the second limo.
Oh, so you got to go to specifically the green ones. Okay. The arrow was not helping you out there, by the way. It was.
Oh, it
pointing
rarely
to the wrong
does.
thing.
It rarely fucking helps.
Yeah.
Establishing connection.
Okay.
I like the fake dial-up noise while you're
Dial
dialing
in.
up into this into this limousine.
Re-establishing connection.
Yeah, so the arrow's just run here. Like, if you drive past this limo, is it still pointing at the limo?
Well, I'll try
We'll
as
find
soon
out
as
in a
the
minute.
game lets me.
Yeah. Okay, no, it's just the arrow wasn't doing a good enough job of directing you. I'm Air Force says, hang on, this came out in 2000? Yeah. Late November, December 2000 as well.
You know, I wish they had spent like another year developing this game, maybe. Maybe like, let's say 11 months. You know, maybe that would have been enough time for them to really dial in the gameplay and then...
Establishing connection. Re-establishing connection.
I want to see the list.
This is a boring-ass mission.
Download complete.
Okay. I don't know what contract EA had. They put out 3 James Bond games this year because I'm counting the PS1 and 64 versions of Twine separately.
It's 2 different games, as you should, because one of them is good and one of them is bad.
Yeah. So yeah, that's more than just doing them yearly. They were just...
They were a
pumping
machine.
these things out. Yeah. They slowed down a bit and then...
1 minute left. Easy does it, 007.
Ooh. Also, that's funny. The Everything or Nothing Game Boy Advance game came out before the main console version, apparently.
Oop. Hold on. If I break early... Well, that's not the limo. Fuck. That's the limo.
Establishing connection.
God, it's so finicky.
I'll say they at least kind of over-exaggerated, if not outright lied, about this being a stealth mission.
God.
Yeah, someone was shooting at you, by the way.
I think I got it. I'm pretty sure that's a complete. I mean, we'll see what the percentage says.
Well done, 007. We should be able to decode
What was that drum? It just got like a great beat drum loop for a second there.
That's
there
the
it
sound
is.
of a successful mission. That's the sound of a mission accomplished. To my ears. Hey, high score. Submerged. Rescue Melody. Destroy the underwater laboratory. I think I know where we're going with this one.
Yep.
Avoid the lasers, locate and rescue Dr. Chase, plant the explosive charge, collect 4 antidotes, escape facility. Incoming transmission from MI6. 007, we've decoded the computer transmissions you intercepted and extracted data that appears to specify coordinates. We've cross-referenced the coordinates with NATO's low-frequency HARP array and have confirmed the presence of a sizable underwater structure on a small island in the Baltic Sea, just north of the Estonian coast. The ideal place to develop and contain a deadly strain of virus undetected. You are to gain access to this facility and detonate a magnesium-based explosive that will vaporize all traces of the virus. Easy peasy. I'm hoping, what I think we're both hoping for is the Spy Who Loved Me car that turns into a submarine.
Yes. Yeah.
Now here is a vehicle I'm particularly fond of. The Lotus
Where?
Esprit.
Where is it?
Has a great heritage and commands your utmost respect.
Oh, they tricked me.
Although still amphibious in spirit, we've had to remove some of the underwater equipment to make room for her payload. A small-yield neutron bomb...
I like how the water was inside the car, too. You could see the water, like, washing away from Bond.
Organic materials.
Very novel, Q. We must get them to the stores in time for Christmas.
As I was saying, 007...
That famous 007 wit, that famous interplay between Bond and Q. Let's see it alive and well here.
Or at least half of it.
Destroy the bomb. You'll need to make a rather hasty exit. Let's continue the proud tradition of success this vehicle carries. Shall we, 007?
Yeah. Get right on that.
Yeah, see. Oh, hey, it drives on the water, kinda.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping it would just fail the mission immediately, but no such luck.
Yeah. I think the Q dialogue there did mention that, like, this car's not fully amphibious anymore. So they just didn't even try and do... The boat can't. Nightfire, funny enough, has a mission where you do that.
Oh my god, look at my health!
Car. Oh shit, you're done.
To think you'd consciously allow the death of an innocent civilian, particularly one as charming as the late Dr. Chase.
Huh.
Yeah, so you have to avoid them, it said.
Yes.
Oh shit, is this the stealth mission?
Put on my glasses so I can see
now we're in virtual boy. How are you gonna avoid...
Breached. Secure the perimeter. You must not reach the central chamber.
Good God.
Your failure surprises me, Mr. Bond.
Okay, good. Don't have to listen to him. Row on.
Chase may be in the facility.
I don't think it matters, like, seeing the lasers here. I can just assume that, you know, if they're looking at me, I will be shot.
We've been breached. Secure the perimeter. You must not reach the central chamber.
I reached the central chamber.
Okay, at least that bit was short. Alright. Now what do we do?
Chase after that white dot, wherever it may take us. Get in.
Oh, James, you're wonderful.
Very at sea, Commander Bond. Fitting for a naval officer.
So I think the laser finally hurt me that time around.
Yep.
I want to see if I can get through this first part without taking damage. There's got to be a way.
Yeah. It's just, why are these moving around like so quick and erratically? That's
Reach the central chamber.
Like, maybe there is a pattern to them. But I
Could've
was
fooled me.
not following it. Yeah.
Also, her just being behind like a random like glass dome is a little lacking.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
There, I
Look at
planted the
this.
explosive
What is
charge.
what is this thing exactly?
I planted the explosive charge.
Nope.
Oh, I guess I didn't plant it good enough. They didn't tell me where they want me to plant it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, for numbers, James, you're wonderful.
So where to? I'm assuming towards the center of this thing.
That's worth a shot.
7 seconds?
Oh, get it. He's double seven.
How fitting for a naval officer.
You know, at least you saved the world, presumably, in doing that. So, okay, so I need to be driving while I plant the bomb, because anything less than that will,
yeah,
be disastrous.
Look, I know it's cute, James, but maybe set the timer a little higher. Who's even seeing that it says 007?
Yeah, fuck that thing, whatever it was.
Yeah.
What's that, Bon? I can't hear you over... There's a little something playing. I can't put my finger on it in the sound mix, but...
Holy shit, it's the Warhog run. Halo, you bastards, you stole it. Seriously, this looks like you're in the fucking Halo ring. This is more than a supervillain base. You're just in the future.
Do you think I missed a virus there because I took the upper path?
I don't know. We'll see. Seriously, this looks so much like the fucking Warthog run in Halo 1.
Make it to the sub in time.
Buried at sea, Commander Bond. How fitting for a naval officer.
Yep.
Yep, I definitely missed one. So let's take the upper route the first time. And the second time, it's the lower road. Right. God damn that sound effect, though. That was so fucking loud. And that's with adjusted volume. That's us attempting to mitigate how bad the volume mixing is in this game. Having it hard capped, etc.
Radio silence from this point on 007. The structure is affecting transmission strength. Now, as I was saying before...
He knew he was going to get cut off and he kept talking anyway.
James, you're wonderful.
Maybe he's just doing that to be a dick.
You will not escape alive.
You know, when he's right, he's right.
You will not escape alive.
You know, hold on. Right, a little bit.
I really hope it doesn't work. Oh, it did.
That should brighten their day.
You're welcome, audience.
Oh, we're in bumper cam now. I can't believe how much this looks like the fucking Warthog run now.
Yeah, it's uncanny. Oh, thank God Q Branch came in here to replace our car.
Yeah. I'm just gonna great trolling thing. I'm just saying, hey, there's a PlayStation 1 game that has a Warthog run. You should try it out.
I'm assuming that I fucked up because I had to get the car replaced. That it probably took me so much time that we're better off doing this.
Yeah. It's even happening in a self-destruct thingy happening. It's the... Oh my.
You will not leave here alive.
Alright, we got it this time.
Your demise is imminent, Mr. Bond. How does it feel?
Good thing we're sticking our hand out to grab these antiviruses. Just grabbing them as we pass them by, lying loose in the middle of the lab.
Splendid 007. I knew the Lotus would be a great success.
Wow! Yeah.
What can I say? I'm the best.
That's yeah. You're the most like Bond of the Bad Game Hall of Fame.
Don't mind if I submit that score.
Well done, James. I hope I get the chance to witness more of your talents.
Huh?
Did you beat the game?
But... Oh, no, this is the last mission.
Oh.
Prevent Lit from
that was
releasing
very
the deadly
unclear.
Yeah, that was... Ooh, I really thought that was over for a second, too. Because it does loop back around. Look at this. It loops back around to the first mission. Oh my god, that was a prize for a perfect score. Oh my god, Proton Clear's right. You get FMVs, you get... I totally forgot about that aspect. That you get rewarded for 100%ing a mission with a lady saying things to you.
Oh.
Well, I guess I gotta go back and replay every level now.
That's weird, because that's one of the villain ladies. So, like, why are you in a room with her?
Disable each engine. Deploy missiles to destroy plane. Drive off cliff to escape virus. That's what they should have done in No Time to Die. He should have just driven off the cliff. And with Charisse Lit eliminated and Dr. Melody Chase rescued, you witness Hammond Little... I keep saying Little. It's a bad name. Lit's a bad name. Escaping in a miniature submarine. Upon contact MI6, M informs you that the Lit owns a private airstrip on the coast, only miles from your current location at his destroyed laboratory. En route to Lit's airstrip, Melody explains that tens of thousands of Hammond Lit's lethally modified vehicles have already been delivered to the unsuspecting public around the world. The vehicles release their deadly cargo through their exhaust system into the atmosphere. Once released, the virus enters the human body through the skin or respiratory system and immediately begins destroying their internal organs. The subject is dead within 1 week. What's the end game of this fucking plan? Hammond, Lit, and his team have received inoculations against the virus and as such are immune to its deadly effects. Lit has stocks of a serum in various locations around the world that counteract the virus, which he plans to selectively administer to particular groups and leaders who submit to his sovereign rule. We already have the antidote.
There you go.
We already have the antidote, though. Melody notes with urgency that the key to the release of the new virus is a satellite transmitter that Lit carries with him at all times. This device signals a satellite beam to beam the virus unlock code to each vehicle simultaneously via their GPS navigation system.
I guess you only have 4 of the antidote, though, so that's not enough.
Well, you can synthesize more from it.
Yeah. Magic Mouse in chat says, complete global saturation.
This is 007. It is imperative that you use any means necessary to prevent that plane taking off with its deadly cargo.
The Lotus has been through quite a bit, 007. It goes without saying that you should proceed with due caution. You'll have to ram the plane to slow it down and to disable the engines.
Okay. That seems like the most dangerous option. I would just shoot it. I would just shoot the tires off of it so it can't build enough momentum to get off the runway. You know, that's just me. I'm headful ass if this is the plot to that one exploding clown Pierce Brosnan movie. It might be.
Don't think I've seen that one. No, I only watch good Pierce Brosnan films like Lawnmower Man. Right.
Because I gotta hear what this sounds like. I think I lost it.
Also, is this the first mission where a objective has been flashing?
What? I can't hear your villain monologue. It's too loud. Also, don't have the
Has escaped. Get me a satellite fix on his plane
the scope for the gun.
Must be stopped.
Let's try that again.
This.
And you know, also so I can hear some of this award-winning dialogue.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's good enough. Alright, disable each engine, so that's just ramming into them repeatedly, I presume.
Yeah.
Stay back, Mr. Bond. Any closer?
Oh, that's what the bad guy looks like. Good that we find out in the last seconds of the game what he looks like.
How are you going to do this?
They don't give me any
What
fucking
the fuck
weapons.
Is camera... Hang on. Pause. What is camera response? Huh? Oh!
It turns off the, yeah.
Gran Turismo needs to add this as an option because they love... This is what Gran Turismo camera looks like after 4 onwards.
Any closer and I trigger the global release of my deadly virus.
How am I supposed
well,
to slow
we're
this
fucked either
fucking
way,
thing
then.
down? Yeah, this is horrible.
Yeah, I think camera response.
Seconds and the code will
This is a bit awkward. I actually like it.
will be mine.
I don't care. I notice the difference. Like it is like different, but it just does. I'm ambivalent either way.
Oh yeah. That's more if it's affecting your gameplay or not.
No.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
Stay back, Mr. Bond. Any closer and I trigger the global release of my deadly virus.
Because I have the rifle here, but I can't go into scope mode with it.
Yeah.
That's just first-person camera.
Has escaped.
This is horrendous.
Just a few more
The
seconds.
implementation of this is unacceptably bad. This is ill-conceived.
Stay back, Mr. Bond. Any
I'm gonna watch a long play briefly. See if I got any pro tips for you.
I can't slow it down because once it gets to a certain speed, I can't catch up with it. And like if I'm ramming, because I don't have any fucking weapons, right? I don't have any like machine gun or missiles. Okay.
The victory will be mine.
I do have a pro tip though. Well, I'll finish watching just to make sure I know everything.
Someone said, I believe it was John B. John said, I'm getting Superman 64 vibes from the stage. To which Emerald Sundisk responded with the Solve My Maze Redeem. I got one, which forces the plane to slow down, which is good.
Yeah.
For heaven's sake, 007, stay clear of...
Okay, you're kind of getting it. It's not about ramming. Yeah, you want to like yes, yep, you've done it. Once you start seeing like the kind of fiery smoke, that means it's gone.
Several of you 00 agents, but there's only one of those vehicles I needed.
So yeah, you've done this side. But yeah, the strat is to kind of like get yourself lodged so you're pushing against the side of it, or even like the front of it.
The victory will be mine.
Which is funny because like they said to ram it, which is different.
Yes.
Stay back, Mr. Bond. Any closer and I trigger the...
Yep, so that one's done.
It only cost me half my health.
Yeah.
If you don't have your health, 007, you...
Shit.
Yeah, it's a good plane up until the point where it does so much damage so quickly that...
I guess if you're like pushing against the side of the engines, it doesn't do damage to you.
You desperately need a medical kit, 007.
You're telling me, asshole.
Bond is down. Get me a satellite fix on Light's plane immediately.
Oh my god. What a horrible idea. Just let me use the machine gun. Just let me use missiles. Just have me shoot each of the engines.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, okay. I was a bit wrong. Definitely don't get in front of them.
Okay.
It does too much damage, yeah. But it's that same idea of just like constantly hitting the hitbox to do damage.
Stay back, Mr. Bond. Any closer and I trigger the global release of my deadly virus.
Yeah, I bet this is gonna take some tries.
That's it. He's slowing down.
I need to wait for it
also,
to
I like
turn
this
white.
the first time. Yeah, that's I feel is that the first time we got that dialogue?
Yeah, we got congratulated for it.
Yeah.
Any indication that what we're doing is the correct thing?
To stop me will fail, Mr. Bond.
Okay, come on. It's a little more.
And there's like no feedback.
Yep. No, I love it.
Like spark grinding sound or visuals.
Stop the inevitable.
You know, I don't think this plane can take off with just the one engine.
There are several of you 00 agents, but there's only one
Well, at the very least, it shouldn't.
back in pristine order.
I'll rewind if this doesn't work. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to rewind, because again, the lack of feedback made me disengage early. I saw my health going down. And that's, I don't want to lose all my health.
You desperately need a medical kit, 007.
Okay, I'd love to deploy this missile to destroy the plane. I'm pressing R1. Now I'm pressing accelerate and nothing's happening.
All your meddling can't stop.
Oh.
No, you're good. Don't worry.
Soon all the world will know the power of Dr. Hammond Light.
They're trying to do some sort of scripted thing here, folks.
Yeah. Again, poorly communicated.
What's this supposed
God, that
to be?
looks fucking janky. It's the wheel. It's the front wheel.
Get me a satellite to the lad's plane immediately. He must...
I mean, look, the plane's not taken off after that. Anyway.
Oh, we still have an objective after this, too. Yeah, that was very confusing. That was... yeah, that's... I see that it's the tire, but...
Sorry, finally made it. Friends.
Hey! Oh my god, thank you for the raid.
Sirlar.
You're just...
Light has escaped. Get me to...
You're tuned into the final mission of 007 Racing.
Sorry.
Get to the epic conclusion.
And we still have multiplayer after this, too, John. You don't forget.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
James,
Yeah.
the plane had the virus on board. The fallout from the explosion could be highly lethal. We need to get out of here now.
Again, No Time to Die could have taken some cues from this.
Woo! Just as amazing.
From here on in, it's smooth sailing.
God, that actor's just given up on trying to sound like Brosnan at this point.
I can't understand what turns someone into such a monster. James.
She looks like Zoe Nightshade from Agent Under Fire.
Exterminate most of mankind.
A bit, yeah.
His dream of world domination.
His operation has been dismantled. The virus destroyed. It's over now, Melody.
What do we do now, James? We're in the middle of the Baltic Sea.
Do you think they licensed the song?
I did see a review mention licensed music. I guess licensed song is more appropriate.
James Bond will return in Agent Under Fire.
I was really hoping we'd have like a fake game sequel they were gonna do and it didn't come out.
Well, I should note that they did plan on making a 007 Racing 2 for the PS2 at a moment in time. That's a fact. I do have a source on that as well that I might as well
if only
bring up here before we, show off the ending if there's any ending beyond this.
Yeah. And 100% again. Nice.
Bond races to PlayStation 2 again. EA's at work on the sequel to 007 Racing for the PS2. This was an article written June 17th, 2012. That's not correct. Again, IGN, when they migrated...
in 2012, I guess, yeah.
When they migrated all their databases. Anyhow, yeah, they talk about IGN PS2. That really dates this article too, doesn't it? When websites used to put, it's GameSpot 64. That's our N64 coverage branch.
Yeah.
Anyhow, this is the third of the Bond titles for EA, shipped last month, blends racing and action to a strange hybrid of international spy missions with the old arcade racing game Spy Hunter. Players achieve mission goals by blasting through speedy racing levels, blowing up enemy cars via twisted metal style car combat. No, not even close to that. And by using a cache of weapons and gadgets built into Bond's various vehicles. While speculation, IGN PS2 believes the sequel will include much better looking graphics.
Look, it's Eutechnyx. That is speculation.
Man, video game coverage used to be great.
They also speculate they will have new levels.
Oh god, because that's going to rehash the same 12 levels again? And additional vehicles. Well, be still my beating heart. While it's easy to speculate that EA would develop a sequel for any of its games, a leak inside EA has told IGN PS2 that 007 Racing for the PS2 is definitely happening. An internal EA team is currently working on the project, which looks to be more innovative than its predecessor is. Referring to the 007 Racing sequel, the course said the in-house PS2 version, which is coming along nicely, if not innovatively. When phoned today, EA responded by saying, "We do not comment on speculation and rumors." IGN PS2 will have more news on EA's upcoming racer in the near future. And they never did because it got canceled. But
interesting, they weren't going with Eutechnyx for the sequel. So that's telling.
That's a good sign. It means they learned.
Yeah.
It means they learned their lesson, possibly.
Yeah.
Your performance calls for a celebration, Mr. Bond. What do you say we pool our resources?
Sorry, who are you?
Yeah, who are these mysterious women accosting us?
Well, that was another 100% completion reward,
Yeah.
that little cutscene. And that means, you know what that means, Johnny?
That means...
Well, we've only gone beaten it is what it means. We won't give our final thoughts on it just this second. Let's watch these credits first. We're also going to play that multiplayer. Yeah, I'm surprised it didn't automatically play the credits. Yeah. I'm surprised it didn't automatically just cut to this after beating the mission. Boy, howdy. That's one of the cheapest fucking games I've played in a long time. Just the presentation on that is so unbecoming of a Bond game. It's so unbecoming of the budget spectacle, like big budget spectacle affair that you would come to expect from a game like this, ultimately. With EA and MGM's weight behind it. At the height of the Bond renaissance, the fact that this was given such a paltry budget, and every cent of it's on the screen, for better or for worse. No, fuck, I guess we are giving final thoughts right now, before we get into multiplayer.
Final thoughts on the single player, at least, Yeah,
that this was pathetic from top to bottom. That the gameplay was sloppy as you can possibly imagine. That porting over the engine from Le Mans 24, they probably should have just cooked one up from scratch, started one from the ground up, and built it with vehicle combat in mind, because retrofitting these mechanics into a more traditional, even one would almost say sim style of racing game, if I recall correctly. I'm probably completely wrong about that. It doesn't matter.
Simcade is like the fan term, where it's like halfway between arcade and sim.
And for a game that is so masturbatory about, the Q branch gadgets, the super cool Bond gadgets you come to expect, there's a paltry sum of them, and they are all incredibly ineffective, especially when every explosive weapon does damage to you from a mile away, because the splash damage was programmed by someone who does not have any sense of distance whatsoever. With Wicked Lester, Crispin Hands, Morphotron in the music credits there, by the way.
Hell yeah. That kind of lines up with Tomorrow Never Dies having Sonic Mayhem on the soundtrack to do a couple of songs.
This was just... It's a neat idea. First of all, I wouldn't have called it 007 Racing, because that is pretty cheeky of them, because you ain't doing no racing in this game.
Yeah, it's a bad title.
I would have... I know it was joked earlier, but it would have been better being called 007 Car Combats. Or 007 mobile missions.
I'm sure you could spend an afternoon and come up with a better title.
and just ultimately, the ballistic lab. Hold on, the Bond girl sequences. Those must be like the CG.
Yep.
The 100% scoring rewards. That's gonna keep distracting me. Credit's gonna keep distracting me.
Yep.
Just ultimately, it felt pathetic. I felt like the weakest character in any given level. I felt like the weakest car on the road, between the car combat, between chasing after a boat or whatever else have you. Getting gunned down by dudes in the car factory. It never once feels like you're driving a supercar. It feels like you're the underdog in every scenario, and that's not a good way to feel in what is supposed to ostensibly be your car porn power fantasy game.
Yeah.
I think they needed to completely revamp the weapons and gadgets, as a start. If you're going to stick with this driving engine, if you're going to stick with the way these cars feel, which I don't agree with. I think they should do anything except for how these cars feel. I think they should do something on the entire opposite end of the spectrum, lean way more into the arcadey stuff than the sim stuff, because that's what a fucking Bond car is. It's like an arcade car. That's what every arcade car. Spy Hunter is based off of how cool Bond cars are. It's how do you not get this? How do you not realize this developing your game? Have your car so it can flip itself back right side up if the case ever arises for it. Make it more powerful, but most of all, just make the weapons fucking effective. Have have the machine guns be armor piercing so they can at least do slow damage to a vehicle, right? To like the cars that you're having to shoot off the road. Less of the specialty gadgets like the EMP pulse that was effectively useless. I got like using the laser to destroy the tires. I mean, it was stupid. You could have just used the bullets to destroy the tires in the freeway chase. Same as you could have used the machine gun to destroy the tires in chasing down that plane at the end. There's this want to have a artificial variety of weapons just to pad out the number of things you can potentially switch between. And maybe they'll all show up in multiplayer. Maybe these will all show up in two-player, right? And they'll be way more effective there. I guess we'll find out in a few minutes' time. But as it stands, if you're primarily coming to this for the single-player campaign because you're expecting a 007-esque experience, because you've been, the spectacle of the campaign being the thing that brought people to the dance with GoldenEye 007, to a lesser extent with, EA's other attempt at making a Bond game, and Tomorrow Never Dies. But ultimately, you'd expect like a cinematic experience, and this is so low budge. The fact that the entire story is told to you with text, with silent text, not even like voiceover. Paint a picture with your words, and instead of painting the picture with like literal words and text on screen and making us fucking read it. If you're not going to do cutscenes, at the very least do like slideshows, do stills, do renders. Anything, literally anything would have been better than the way that they implemented it in this. Would have done less to give away that this was a budget project through and through. And ultimately, a game doesn't need $1 billion to be good. I think, there's oftentimes where the more money you sink into a game or the more time you give developers to work on it, that in many cases, that can be detrimental. It allows feature creep to sort of creep its way into a project. Or, they have more money than sense and they're blowing it on stupid shit that's, largely tangential to the core gameplay loop, adding extraneous features, which, plays part and parcel to feature creep and whatnot. But ultimately, a game like this could only have been the product of something being rushed to pass. There's no way, you cannot convince me that Eutechnyx were, one, the wrong people for the job, that they were probably brought on because they were super cheap, because they were hungry for it. And, it's great for EA to give the shot to a young, up-and-coming studio, the likes of those folk who would go on to make Ride to Hell Retribution, as, I'm always going to bring up when it comes to Eutechnyx. But it just the wrong time to be scrupulous. The wrong franchise, wrong IP to start being budget conscious about. And it's going to loop the credits.
Yeah.
It's already looped the song 3 times.
But yeah, this is so... But, obviously budget as well. I just imagine that EA, once they got the license, got a bit away from themselves and spread themselves so far and thin that at some point it was like, we outsourced all these developers, we're trying to micromanage all this stuff. And also, yeah, Eutechnyx, I don't think would have been a good pick from this. Looking at what their output was at the time and a bit before, they were pretty much in the 3D era, just traditional racing games. If that's what this had been, instead of trying to do car combat. And also, by 2000, car combat was that had moved past really. Like that genre was dying at that point. Not saying if it should or not, but it was definitely like going out of phase.
Why would I choose any other car besides the one with the maximum stats in this gameplay mode?
Yeah, that's really funny.
They should also have the shitty green sports car.
Yeah.
Well, I'll pick this.
Yeah.
You pick whatever you want to pick.
Yeah, it doesn't seem, designed the handling, the feel of the game for the combat stuff in mind. Yeah, I'll go for the Lotus. Oh dear.
Huh? Oh, I see.
And yeah, like
up and down. Go between this. To cycle through this, I need to just press left and right to go through all of these.
Yeah, and it is such a cool idea on paper, right? Because a lot of the car scenes in the James Bond films are iconic. Even though you can recognize what ones they're referencing, I feel like if you stripped out the branding, people might not even associate this with James Bond. Like, obviously, you got the names, you got the sound-alikes, John Cleese showed up, stuff like that. But, like, the actual missions themselves don't really feel like how James Bond action scenes with cars come out, you know? Yes, I am Rival.
All right, we have
And yeah,
the airport, the compound, the hidden volcano, the fortress, the oil rig, the naval facility.
Damn, okay.
Arctic.
And yeah, those are... So, I can recognize what, like, films they're referencing here.
Yeah, You Only Live Twice
The previous
here.
one is The Opiate Tomorrow Never Dies. This is You Only Live... Yeah, The Secret Volcano, You Only Live Twice. I'd have to look for it again, but...
Oh, cool music cue there. That was...
Nope, it's back.
All right, may the best Bond win.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I'll use my laser. Yeah!
You win some, you lose some, folks. It appears we've reached an impasse.
Oh, no, the mines are... I think they don't detonate with you driving over them. Oh, fuck. Parsec crapped out on me.
Oh, well.
It's up to you.
Yeah, it counts as a point to me. Where's the Hellfire missiles? I said, hey, put Hellfire missiles on the map. Those would be fun. Those would be cool.
Maybe that's what I'm looking at here. I went into the middle.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, so there is a center of the map here that you can use to...
Oh, crap. Oh, God, it's so hard to see.
Victory by default.
I love the fucking glitching out on my view.
Oh, let's see the...
Of course.
No, let's see the replay. Let's see the replay.
Oh, sorry. We both pressed X there.
Just for that. Just...
Yeah. God, my car just crumpled instantly from that.
Fuck yes. Alright, that's all I needed to see that.
Yeah.
Alright, let's try another map in this mode, then we'll try the Pass the Bomb mode. Let's pick different cars this time.
Yeah.
I picked the DB5.
The DB5, and then I'll go for the BMW.
Yeah, let's get rid of shit we're not going to use.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's a clunky way of doing this.
Yes.
I did not realize that's what you were doing. It's like setting up a game in Time Splitters, only way worse.
Give me all killer, no filler.
Yeah.
Okay, airports.
So yeah, that's the opening of Tomorrow Never Dies, I bet.
Maybe. Fortress, I think it's
that
just...
could be any...
I think it's just the map from earlier where we were blowing up the guard towers and stuff.
Yeah.
Oil
rig,
rig.
That's the end of Diamonds Are Forever. Not a lot of driving space on that.
This is Tomorrow Never Dies, the submarine from Tomorrow Never Dies.
This is Spy. This is the Spy.
Oh yeah.
This is that
You're
big
right. Yeah.
carrier that eats the submarines.
Let's do the oil rig. When you're right, you're right.
I mean, I literally watched that like a couple of hours ago. So,
Slime Generator says, my Eutechnyx fuck, marry, kill, ride to hell, big mother truckers, 007 racing.
That's
marry,
pretty good.
ride to hell, fuck, big mother truckers, kill 007 racing.
So, but where does Street Racing Syndicate come into this? You can still get that game on Steam, by the way. Oh, how do you... Right.
And I'm stuck.
I know Charky is still on vacations the way I ever wanted. I bet they wouldn't like this mode.
No.
Sorry to speak for you, Charky, but I'm gonna assume... maybe I'm wrong on that.
I got you down to no health, but you still have just like that. I just need to breathe on you.
God, I actually think this is straight up laid out very similar to a battle stage from one of the Mario Kart games.
Yeah, with too much shit in the middle.
With the ramps as well. Okay, I'll come up and join you.
Is this the only song that plays in the multiplayer?
Hold on, let me check something. Okay. I want to see if there's like track select.
No, there was. There totally is. CD track.
Oh! Oh, sorry. Xbox D-pad.
Sure.
You ready?
Yeah, yep.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
3, 2, 1, James Bond.
Yeah. See you, Space Bond boy.
See you, Space Agent. Oh, whenever I kill you, it resets my arsenal. It takes all my weapons away. So when they really do mean rounds. I thought they just meant like points on board.
Oh, okay.
But each one of these is a bespoke round.
I wonder if that was someone on the dev team who was like, I don't like in deathmatch games that the winner gets to keep their weapons. I'm gonna change it. The industry after 007 Racing is never gonna do that ever again.
And his name was Bob Killjoy.
That's a Bond villain name. Boom! Wait, how much damage did that do?
Not a lot. You needed to be like mashing the button there.
Really?
Yeah, you need to fire all your missiles.
No, these are stinners. I only have 2.
Maybe the fact that they're like a homing
ones.
weapon is maybe they nerfed it a little bit to be like, well, it can home, and that's tough.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, I don't like this kind of handling for a car combat.
Who won?
Oh, what? You did.
We tied. Neither of us got a point for that. We both mutually assured destructed each other like in the lava pit earlier.
I'm fine with that.
Wow. This is the wrong way to do this mode.
Okay. There's a radar.
Again, every decision they could have made was the wrong one for this game mode.
Yeah. And the verticality. Like, it didn't need to be this severe. Like, yeah, have some ramps and jumps and stuff, but...
Yeah, you gotta, if you're experimenting with the forum, you have one map that's this bad. Who's to say
God,
the other
that's
maps?
so little damage. It's useless. Oh, check this out, Cass. Hang on.
Yes.
Look at the difference in the splash damage in multiplayer. See how little that does?
Yeah, I'm
like,
not even taking damage, yeah.
But they actually did tune it to make the splash damage better, so that was a choice.
It certainly fucking was.
Okay, surely there's some cool power-ups up here. Does that shield even work for me? I don't have the bulletproof in. Oh, is that all that was up here? Yeah, I'm toast.
This mode is awful.
Yeah.
This is the worst car combat.
Legit.
I think
An actual racing mode would have been better.
Oh, I can't control this, by the way.
Oh. You're stuck here forever. All right, quit replay.
Quit replay. That's how they trick you. They
Yeah.
assume you really want to watch these replays. Make your
yeah.
own James Bond movie. All right, pass the bomb.
All right, yeah.
I mean, I'll take the supercar.
Okay. I think there's one car we didn't see. Oh, yeah, this one. This boxy one.
It remembers our choices from the...
Yeah. No, Eutechnyx, when you look into their output, specifically that era where they were called Eutechnyx because they were around as different companies under different names for a while. The output is so mixed.
30-second fuses.
Like, every so often they put out a game that's like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then they put something out that is not.
Airport. Compound. Hidden volcano. Fortress.
Yep.
Oil rig. Naval facility. Okay. Problem. I remember from that Q&A, the GameSpot one, that they made a personal recommendation that I was going to try to do, which is, in playing the multiplayer mode, choose the city map and play hide and seek with each other. It's the most fun way to play the pass the bomb mode.
Which, yeah. I wonder if that's... I guess the closest to that would be the airport, wouldn't it?
I guess so. Incredible.
But yeah, I'd see with Eutechnyx, it was they'd either put out real bad stinkers or they put out kind of like interesting, maybe like hidden gems. But oh, hang on, there you go. Sorry, I was out the window.
Oh, I have the bomb.
Oh, we don't have a radar anymore.
No, we do.
Oh, it's because only when you're the carrier do you have it.
That's an idea. Oh,
Oh, what? Why is this here? That was just a dead end. Oh, now I have the bomb. Oh! Did you see that? Watch my screen.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good one bit. Camera's not supposed to do that. It only does that when it's incredibly scared.
Okay, I'm gonna blow up now. Whee! I got distracted, to be totally fair.
Alright, let's see if the timer resets when I do. Oh.
Ha! Good try, Mr. Bond.
Well, that's gonna go badly for you. Fuck, how'd you land that? How'd the game let you get away with that?
Finally, being British paid off. I think I won that by default, technically.
Yeah, because it was just a coin flip, basically. Because it seems very hard to catch up to people in this gameplay mode. Almost like it's a bad idea for a gameplay mode. So we gotta do it again. Obviously. I think I favored this car because it had the best stats objectively. So, you know, that's pretty good.
Yeah, not even that many cars.
Yeah, all things told, this game is fucking pathetic.
But there's a couple of, like, for example, I think like the DB6 shows up in some films as well. So you could have got another car in that way. Or the Bentley from the books. I think in the books he used to drive a Bentley.
Let's do the naval facility. No way this ends up being a shitty level, right?
Yeah.
Taking place inside of a giant boat.
Ken Adams designed. Maybe it'll be as good as the levels in Rogue Agent. Because Ken Adams worked on that.
Oh, a girl can dream. Oh, come on.
Oh, this is real fucked up. You would have to screen peek to get to see what happened. Where I went. I'll say at least this is probably the closest to looking like the actual set we've seen so far. Oh, I should not have done that. Trying to steal my strats. How much did you pick? How much time the bomb has?
Yes,
when
30
you set the game up?
seconds. The default is 20 seconds. This is an awful map for this.
Yeah, 20 and 30 are both way too little time. That didn't count?
Did I even hit you?
Oh, my controller rumbled. So I thought you did.
This game mode is for the fucking birds. None of these maps are good for this game mode.
Haha! Win by default.
We have to have a match where we actually bump into each other and pass the bomb. It has to actually happen in the course of this.
Yeah. We'll do it on purpose this time, yeah.
Because my burning curiosity must be sated.
Yeah. Let's see how the game handles picking the same car. They're going to be different colors.
60 seconds. Get a little more mileage out of this. Pardon the car pun.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it. Let's do the Arctic.
Yeah.
This retroactively makes so many kart racing games feel so much better to me. Having done the Cursed Kart Racer series.
Yeah.
How I yearn for those days.
Oh, yeah, you gotta find me.
Right, can't drive off the side. Unless I find something I can
I'll
bump
say at
into you on the
least
way down.
Doesn't feel like the handling is different on this stage. There we go.
It did not restart the timer.
No, it didn't. No, that's fine. No, that would have been worse. Oh,
yep, that's right.
I threw my controller. After that.
So, folks, in case you didn't see what happened there, I flipped my car over right before Johnny was about to hit me, and because of the awesome respawn system in this game, it spawned me behind Johnny to where he would have to do, like, a 3-point turn to turn around and catch back up to me. That is the meanest thing. This game fucking sucks. No one thought about, like, the actual implementation of this in terms of gameplay. What's even the point of the weapons in this?
You could probably slow someone down a bit. Well, there you go. That fucked me up. Yeah, no, the Stinger missiles are useless because they do a tick of damage. You use those rapid fire, the other ones. It's unbalanced as well. They didn't even really balance it. Yeah. I didn't see that, so I'm glad to.
I do want to see my masterful gambit once more.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to pat myself on the back for a job well done. That's where I passed the bomb onto you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think it changed to you chasing me now.
Yeah,
I think
this
is
is
you
my.
after.
Yep. Yep.
That's a little bit pleased with yourself, ain't you? And rightly so. Rightly so.
I gave up at that point.
Yeah, I can't blame you. Good God.
Like, yeah, they must have just thought, okay, this is essentially a car combat game. Back of the box, you need multiplayer. And they threw it together, like, at the last minute. That's what that feels like. Like, they spent time doing the levels, like, making them look like the film, but no balancing or anything like that.
Hey,
Ooh.
I'm going to try one mission on 00 Agent.
I was hoping there'd be more objectives.
No. I think that kind of difficulty scaling. Mercifully. Oh my god. Not the worst game we've played in the course of the show. We've had too many of those recently, but I will say that this is probably the worst driving game we've played in the course of the show.
You need to use your rockets, 007. Aim carefully.
At least as far as like 3D, modern era of driving game.
You'll note, 007, that the Stinger missile is the only way to neutralize...
I thought I was going to shoot her to death by accident.
Nice. Like, especially when you consider, like, how big this license would have been at the time. And the renown it started to have in the video game scene.
I wonder how you 100% a mission like this, where damage seems so inevitable.
I'm gonna say, so far, this doesn't seem any different. Like, the damage doesn't seem different, the enemy count doesn't seem different.
Oh,
and yeah, Jojo chat points out, so soon after Wheelman is a fun contrast, yeah.
Oh, come on. Bullshit. There we go.
Well, he won't be hanging around.
Was that supposed to be like a James Bond quip? Because that didn't make any sense.
Yeah, helicopters don't really hang in the air. They fly. I discovered that killing enemies, like the ground enemies, boots on the ground, doesn't actually give you any points.
Yeah.
We've got company.
I think that gave me points, though.
Yeah, Karloff says maybe high score requirements. Which would be really mean, because they're already...
There's the border. Hurry, Mr. Bond.
Incredible. Just as incredible the second time around as the first.
Yeah, no,
and skip that.
That legit seemed exactly the same.
80%.
Look at that, even got 80%. Yeah. And look, it's even the same high score table.
You can't... It's two different difficulty levels. Yeah, you know... Yeah, go ahead. Save game. Yeah, sure. What are the cheats? What are the cheats for this game? What do those look like? I know there's a big cheats...
Great question. Yes.
...menu on the, in the main menu. I'll call us what it is. Bad.
You can, okay. You can unlock the Aston Martin Vantage in multiplayer mode. Do you have cheat mode unlocked? Oh, okay. So I think maybe because you beat the game, you've already got it.
Okay. Oh,
but you could also type, if you put a specific name in on the mission screen, it just unlocks the cheat mode. If you put LEMKE, you get tall pedestrians as the name in the mission mode. It says weird, and then there's an unlockable levels code.
There are some unlockable maps, green skid marks. Get all gadgets, get all missions.
You can play as a forklift. We should look at that.
At the name input screen. Do they mean like 2-player, we go in, then when we...
Well, no, because the tall pedestrians is surely in the mission mode.
No, I only care about the play as forklift. I don't care about the tall pedestrians. And I don't care to rename my save file either.
Okay. Well, we'll try it. But yeah, it's... I've got it up here. So yeah, DFR KL FT.
Drive forklift.
Okay. Yeah. And yeah, so they are trying to do... Oh, well, there you go.
Yep.
In the difficulty thing, they are trying to do kind of a...
Dueling forklifts.
GoldenEye thing. Oh, dual forklifts. Okay. Hold on then.
Do you square to delete?
Yeah, yeah.
It's gonna be a battle for all time.
Ah. This menu is surprisingly touchy. Hang on, sorry. I just buttoned the code off my screen.
DFR KLFT. It's bad.
You wouldn't
menu.
think it. It is. Yeah, it doesn't control good.
Great.
But yeah, if you like beating the missions 100% and doing other stuff, gives you a lot of the like bonus unlocks and things like that, like red water, purple explosions, a rooftop arena mode.
We shall go wanting. I mean, I barely want to do this. I barely want to be doing this stupid forklift fight, but fuck off.
It must be, yeah, it must be in single player only.
And why'd we get the laughing sound? Why'd they treat it like we did something here?
Yeah, I don't know. Also, this is supposed to be that, at least from the screenshots, it was the opening pre-title sequence from Tomorrow Never Dies. This looks nothing like that area.
No, I don't think it is that. This is the,
Oh yeah, I'm just saying the picture in the menu was. Why would limpet mines feel like they would be so useless because you have to manually detonate them? Haha, take this.
Oh no, not the smoke.
They thought they could GoldenEye 64 it and just... Oh yeah, the multiplayer just magically worked the first time we set it up. Oh god, I got this stupid mines. I don't want them. We both went for that. Oh, the resetting is so stupid. I was like, oh, it's my opportunity to take you down, and then you just teleported back up.
Yep, and you stayed down below. It's fucking pathetic how easy it is to fall off and get reset in this game.
Apparently I can't do it for some reason.
Just have a gadget that flips you right side up again. It would feel cool to do. It would be a skill thing that players who flip over, you know, risk flipping over, have a means like to correct for it. It would make you feel like James Bond.
Oh, you have to equip the shield. So I can't attack while it's on. Yeah, I'm shielded right now, apparently.
How did I go flying up in the air from bumping into a wall there? Why am I now stuck in the wall? Man, Eutechnyx. Guys gotta do better. Oh, what's that? You closed down? You don't exist anymore? Okay, well. Never mind. My advice came too late.
You have to play Street Racing Syndicate and see if that changes your mind. Oh, I'm smoking.
Machine gun stays winning. Oh my god. Quit replay, thank you very much.
Oh, never gonna unlock that purple smoke.
I think that's it. I think that's all there is to be done.
You can unlock green skid marks. That's poorly
Gross.
named. Yeah.
Poor diet mode. Hey, Johnny.
Hey.
What did you think of 007 Racing?
Yeah, it's it's in a weird place where it's like half a action driving game, half a car combat game, and it's worst of both worlds. It feels like. I don't have much experience with car combat stuff, but I would not be shocked if this is the worst one. Like, based on what I know of some of the ones that aren't well regarded, like WWE Crush Hour, that seems legit compared to this, for example, and that's a fucking wrestling based car combat game.
I think the only like other legendarily bad ones I can think of are Flat Out 3 and Carmageddon 64. Those are like the two driving games that come to mind when I think on bad driving games, and they both happen to be, you know, a little bit more combat oriented than your typical race game. But this definitely holds in that company.
Oh, for sure, yeah. It's just if Eutechnyx are good at anything, it's not this style of game. Like, they seem poorly picked, they seem rushed, a bit unfocused, because their whole idea of, we're doing a ritual storyline based on Bond moments. It's like, no, these are just those moments with like text dumps in between to explain why you're doing all this. Like, it's so poorly put together, feels so rushed, feels so budgety. And like, just overall, like, the presentation, the menus, even those FMV bits, they make me think of the fucking FMVs from fucking WWF Warzone in the story mode. It's like that level. And that was like a 97 game. So, 97, 98. Like, it feels dated as well for 2000. You know, people were doing amazing things with the PlayStation 1 at this time, and not Eutechnyx.
No.
But,
they weren't cooking.
It's such a different game from Tomorrow Never Dies and Twine PS1. But also, sure, not a lot of content in this. It's only if you really wanted to grind for all those multiplayer modifiers and the weird cheats. And so many of them are just change the color of this thing, which is nothing. So, yeah. And yeah, just the score requirement thing as well is such a punch in the face to draw distance. Like, yeah. I hope that's just from lack of testing to balance things. Otherwise, yeah, just vindictive design. Real mean. Yeah, no. Oh.
I think I'd have to give that... I wasn't fuming mad. In the final assessment, like, there were moments where I was, like, you know, in sort of disbelief. There were definitely moments of frustration. But it's a 2 out of 5. I think I'm going with 2 out of 5. Like, it's a very high 2 there, a very low 2. It's right on that borderline. If I did...
There's a sprinkling of competence, I would say, in elements of the game.
I think it's a thing where if it wasn't a Bond game, if it was just Chester McSpy's cool guy spy game adventure, and you're like, well, it's trying to be 007, but they don't have the budget for it, right? Like, if that was the scenario they were coming at this with, then you'd give it like a little more, you'd give them a little bit more benefit of the doubt, I think.
Yeah.
You know, in terms of the production, in terms of the budget nature of it, even some of the mechanics. You can forgive on account of the fact that they are trying to ape something on, you know, without nearly as much of production. The problem is that this is 007 Racing, that they do have the license, that this should have been the big budget, all expenses paid affair. They should have just thrown money at this to make it like the best thing it could possibly be, and so they can make a whole fucking lot of money off of it. Because Bond, you know, is always steeped in extravagance. That is core to the James Bond image. Is just how lavish a lifestyle he gets to live. And you know, the women he gets to bed in, the fancy toys that he gets to play with that you don't. His fancy cars and fancy gadgets. And saving the world and all that. And so you can't half-ass it. You can't put, like, half a foot forward. You can't step back from this. You need to embrace the stupidity. You need to embrace the schlock in a way that only a big budget allows you to do. Like, say what you will about Call of Duty, right? But for a while there, it was no expenses spared. Modern Warfare 2, the campaign in that game, is the action blockbuster movie turned into a game. It doesn't stop for a second. It goes, it's fully dumb. It is fully stupid if you think about it for more than 5 seconds. You know, the same way that James Bond movies, the plots of them don't really make much sense. Villain plans don't hold up to scrutiny if you think about them for harder than a few seconds. But you put that aside when the action is exciting and the characters are likable, as a James Bond usually is, you know, in his way, in his James Bondy way. And so long as the set pieces are as lavish, as long as the whole experience is a showcase for look at what a bunch of money gets you in terms of special effects, in terms of, you know, casting people to pretend to get shot, getting big name actors to play the villains, you know, doing celebrity stunt casting wherever possible just to make it feel like that much more of a big budget affair. And to strip away all that artifice, what you're left with, you'd be left with would be like a Never Say Never Again, right? Which is a Bond movie, the one without the budget. And it shows in comparison to the proper, you know, MGM Bonds that were coming out at the time. This game is the Never Say Never Again of James Bond games. And, you know,
I think even that's generous.
No, because I would give
to like about that.
Never Say Never Again. I think I'd give that a 2 out of 5 as far as movies are concerned, and I think that fits. I think that locks in my 2 out of 5 for this game.
But that weird kind of official knockoff feel that is this game, yeah.
No, absolutely. I think that's gonna do it.
Yeah.
I think we've said all there is to say. We stared down the barrel once again, Johnny, and lived to tell the tale.
Yeah, somehow.
Oy vey. Well, with all that said and done, folks, the Bad Game Hall of Fame will return. Thank you for tuning in to this episode, our playthrough of 007 Racing. Let me duck us out of the frame for a second here so I can show you this awesome key art that they... Do you think that's the controller we were using in the in that one level? Do you think that's...
Oh, I could have plugged mine in and done that. This screen is the best thing about the game. Just saying it.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. Anyway, thank you for coming along on this more than feature-length playthrough. But hey, we wanted to be thorough and show how the game can fall apart and how the repetition can, you know, factor into something like this, like, you know, the repeated attempts and the frustrations that mount, and hopefully beating it in place of some other people who failed to beat it back in the day. Maybe this is catharsis for someone. Who's to say? All I can say is that, again, the Bad Game Hall of Fame will return as soon as Thursday, May 28th, if I look ahead on the stream schedule here, where we will be continuing the espionage movie tie-in extravaganza theming through line. We're playing Tom Clancy's A Sum of All Fears for the Nintendo GameCube, one of the worst tactical shooters ever made, and continuing our streak of movie tie-in games in the month of May. So please to consider tuning into that. Saturday, May 30th is a big pending on the schedule. We're not quite sure, but it's always something on the Bad Game Hall of Fame, folks. So tune in, find out. Probably a theme night. Something like a theme night. Monday, June 1st will be a casual Monday, the show in which we play not so bad games, shoot the shit a little more casually, so on, so forth. Tuesday, June 2nd, a week from today, we will be playing Perfect Dark for the Game Boy Color, continuing the espionage theme, but not maybe necessarily the movie tie-in theme. This will be either a one-off or two-part playthrough. It's not a particularly long game, but I am curious how long it'll take us to go through it. So look forward to that, folks. And then I'll also say that by Thursday, June 4th, we will have another Patreon poll. Done, dusted, a new playthrough beginning on that given day as well. And that's as far ahead into the future as I'm currently able to look. So I will say, folks, if you like what you saw here tonight, consider joining our little Discord community. Discord.gg/BGHOF, a community of connoisseurs, talk good games, bad games, every game between, things that aren't games. Or join our Bad Game Club, which is due to wrap up for the month of May. What has it been, Johnny?
It has been Pon, the next level for the PlayStation, a reinvention for the new millennium of Pon every which way possible. Can you get past the clown level? That's the big barrier for most people. So let us know.
Folk have been commiserating over that game as they do with our Bad Game Club picks. You love to see it, sharing tips and tricks, so on and so forth. That game doesn't strike your fancy. Just wait till next month. Wait till the end of May going into June. We'll have a new bad game picked out. A new bad game every month for the Bad Game Club. If you really like what you saw here tonight, you might consider financially supporting us by pledging on Patreon, subscribing on Twitch, or becoming a member on YouTube. Any or all of the above will grant you access over on our Discord server to a Patron Saints channel wherein you can vote in polls to determine our playthroughs, make suggestions to help steer the direction of the show, gain access to exclusive content primarily by way of VODs, primarily by way of the over 160 hours of Casual Monday video on demands, videos on demand even, that we currently have available for our financial backers. And, you know, let it be said that, you know, there's also the warm, fuzzy feeling you get. Let's not, you know, underestimate the satisfaction that comes from supporting our little show, keeping us in bad games, keeping the Schadenfreude going. And we do thank you for it from here at the Bad Game Hall of Fame Enterprises. Thank you for helping keep the lights on here. If you can't financially support us at this current juncture, we completely understand. If you're still looking for a way to help out the show that is free, you might mosey on over to our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/@BadGameHallOfFame. We have a suggested viewing playlist. It's 20 hand-picked episodes that we think make for some of the best onboarding onto this here show of ours, fit to share with folk you know who might go for video game stream archives in the 3 to 4 hour range. Or maybe you have a Bond fan in your life. You can tell them that this is the forgotten Bond movie. This is a movie-grade plot here in this PS1 game. You know, it's the missing Bond story. Finally, if you want to be a true Bond completionist, you have to check out 007 Racing. Don't play it for yourself. Just watch these guys play it. Watch this cowpoke and this baghead play this here game for you. Maybe have a couple laughs along the way. We leave it to your discretion, of course, dear viewer. Who's streaming at this hour? Who's up to what? And the where and the why and the how? Let's see about a raid. Let's see who we can send folk the way of. Let us send folk the way of one Cyberserker Alpha, who's playing Resident Evil 3, the PS1 one, not the RE3 make that people have claimed is bad, Nemesis. But the original Nemesis, which I've always enjoyed. Yeah, we'll send folk that away. Please let them know that the Bad Game Hall of Fame sent you. And that will do it for us here from the Bad Game Hall of Fame. This mission has been Compromised Cassidy.
And I've been paying attention, 007, Johnny Backhead.
Very good. I hope you should. I hope you would. And we'll catch all y'all later on down the road. Ooh, bye-bye.
Toodles!